Well. Guess what it's time for? Oh, I'm so excited! I can't even explain how excited I am for what we're about to get. Also, hello Mirif, I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna promote the hell out of the stream. And then I'm gonna get started talking about some theories I've got. Because I say some theories. I have a big theory that could change a lot about how we saw in living memory. Um, so let me really quickly share that. And then go here. Everyone currently streaming exclamation point command control V. There we go. All right. So, how's everybody doing today? That's the most important part. How's everybody doing? Is everybody ready? What, AJ? How's everybody doing? What up, AJ? I'm pretty well. Oh, let me go on Twitter really quick. Ready as I'll ever be? Yeah, that's very true. All right. Okay. I am currently live and potentially will have a special guest. Where's the eyes emoji? Where's the eyes emoji? There's the eyes emoji. There we go. There we go. All right. What's up, She Panther Z? Hope you're doing well. How's it going, Singing Abomination? Hope you're doing well. I'm very excited. Because we've got some things to talk about. Before we talk about said things, I need to get some images sent over to my computer. I could probably just send them to Postra and then tell him to ignore the DM. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right. Ignore this. Don't worry about it. Or I will kill. I won't kill you, I'll just kill. Man, I love imaginations of an oversleeper. You haven't seen Haunted Halloween PSA yet, Angel Kitty? Yes. Yeah, no, I meant yes. Yes. The answer. Okay, so that's number 1. That's number 2. And that's number 3. Okay. So, I'm going to need y'all to bear with me. Because the images that I am about to pull up are a bit iffy in quality. Because it was only something I could take with my phone. But if I can get it to load. Transform counterclockwise. There we go. I'm just gonna push it. I'm just gonna put everything else under this so that I can show this. So last night, while in a VC with hit YouTuber Posture Spec, I created a timeline of events. And said timeline is what y'all are seeing on screen. Now, here's the thing. You may be wondering, well, that's two things. And you said there's a third one. Maybe I didn't say that, but we're going to pretend I did say that there's a third one, right? Because there is. This third one, realistically, I'm going to get rid of soon because it's not that important. But the most important thing to remember about this series, I think, is that when everything is said and done, this series takes place. We are Tommy Merrick. And the fact that we're Tommy Merrick is something that I feel like a lot of people don't put much attention towards. We don't know when it is that Tommy Merrick is watching these tapes. We don't know when that is. But we can assume that it is somewhere, sometime in the future. Okay? That's the most important thing. Is to always come back to the fact that we are a person who is watching these tapes. At the end of the day, that's who we are, okay? Now, I have a few theories as to how Tommy Merrick's family got a hold of some of these tapes, but we'll talk about that towards the end when we get closer to the release date or to the release of the new volume. Now, I'm going to make this one bigger so that y'all can see it clearly, all right? Now, you won't be able to read the 1987 portion. I will explain everything, all right? So, we have on October 6th, 1986, from 6 a.m. to 6:06 a.m., we have Grimzo's is broken into and this costume spooky inmate is stolen. I feel like that is a clear-cut, established, canonical, we know that is the case, all right? And then sometime between October 6th and October 31st of 1986, Rick Graham and Sean Grimm are interviewed about the break-in. Sean Grimm's seen overplaying the situation. Now, thankfully, due to, let me bring this forward a bit. The only reason I say that he's overplaying it is because of this.
A bunch of kids going into some Halloween store to steal a costume? Yeah, no. If you ask me, this whole thing is just some trumped up news story for some small town.
Alright, cut. Come on. Do you think anyone's gonna believe this? We're trying to make a news story here, man. Come on. What do you mean we're running out of time? Fine. We'll use one of the older cuts.
So we know that Sean Grimm, everything that was said in the news story was, in his words, probably a bunch of malarkey. Oh yeah, I just quoted the actual video itself, because I'm that cool. Anyway. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Now, Halloween 1986 from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. because it is stated that it happened in a time frame of 1 hour. 6 children go missing. These children are Jason McDonald, John Thompson, Ashley Wright, William Lewis, Norman Harris, Sam Wilson. All right. The culprit, Clyde, was seen by an eyewitness. A curfew is placed as well as asking residents to lock doors and windows. I have a theory on who this eyewitness is. My theory on who the eyewitness is, it was Kenneth Kruger. It was Officer Kenneth Kruger was the only eyewitness. Now, we found out that in 1987, Kenneth Kruger was found hanging in his son's closet with a note. His son, Cluff, screaming, alerted authorities of the situation, and like I said, a note was found. And then in 1989, police training tape was made detailing the entity known as the Eastridge Demon, its correlation to the Grimsnose break-in, and the missing kids. Information about the Eastridge Demon is as follows. It can cause visual and auditory hallucinations. Physical contact is dangerous, even as minute as possible. And it is intelligent and knows it's being hunted. All right. So let's go ahead and get the. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the timeline stuff out of the way so that I can talk about my theories openly. All right. Here we have that in 1993, emergency alert system goes off, showing a PSA for Halloween created by the Lankman Foundation. 5 rules are set in place. These 5 rules are: remember the curfew, keep doors and windows locked, you do not hear the knocking at your doors and windows, if you see someone, it's not them, and do not trust anyone wearing the spooky inmate costume. Now, I got a little bit of information from Postra yesterday that I feel like I can share it. Can 1 second. Let me Yo, what's up, Katie Conley? How you doing? Would make sense that Kenneth was the only one to see Clyde. He was the one to be attacked, and nobody else has gotten even close to see Clyde without getting eaten. Yeah, exactly. That's also another part of it, which I will get to for sure. And then in 1996 was as I state, the true death year of Kenneth Kruger. See footnote. Now, why do I say that 1996 is the true death date of Kenneth Kruger when we see 1987 and then 1996? That is a 9-year difference. Why do I think that that's the case? So here's the reason, right? So we have his death in 1987. If his death was in 1987, then let's look at something really quick that would prove that completely wrong, right? Shout out to me being in my own recommended. Let's go. Okay. Let's open up volume 0, right? I just realized y'all can't see. If Kenneth Kruger died in 1987, then explain this.
After multiple years of extensive mental and physical therapy, Officer Kruger, a surviving victim of the demon. This training tape came out in 1989. Hello, AJ, am I late? You are not late at all. And it's dreaming time. Exactly. Now, if Officer Kruger is a surviving victim of the demon, but he died in 1987, that doesn't make any sense. So, here's my big theory. The theory that could absolutely annihilate everything we know about Dreams of an Insomniac up to this point. My theory is that Kenneth Kruger didn't kill himself.
I think what happened was that the police and the Lankman Foundation worked together. I have got no idea what's going on, but wanted to drop in for a second. Well, welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. So, the Lankman Foundation and the Eastridge County Police worked together, found a body double, set up a whole crime scene and everything, and faked his death. Officer Kruger's death was 100% faked because I believe what may have happened, given this whole section, this whole section here with the doctor, I think what happened was that the police and the Lankman Foundation set up a fake crime scene with a fake body, or possibly a real body, who knows, right? So that they could set their they could set their reason for why Kenneth Kruger won't be found. Because he died. Kenneth Kruger was dead. At least that's what the general public thought. See, instead of knowing what the general public did, I believe what happened is that Kenneth Kruger was investigated by the Lankman Foundation to find out what exactly could have been the Lankman Foundation, from what we know, probably primarily focuses on what the Veldigan are capable of. All right. Kenneth Kruger was the only person to come face to face with Clyde and live. The only person to come face to face and live, right? If that's the case, then what would stop the police and the Lankman Foundation from investigating him? Nothing but the fact that he has a life. So what do? They take his life. They take everything that he had set up for him. They took it away. They took his kid away. They took any friends, family members remaining, took it away by faking his death. So, gaming age, you may be wondering, how does this explain the 1989 training tape? And how is the Lankman Foundation involved? And why would the police do this? And why do we get a death date of 1997 or 1996, right? Let me explain myself. The way I see it, I think either the Lankman Foundation in this universe has some kind of hold on the Eastridge County Police Department and their government, or the Lankman Foundation just is the only people who are willing to look into this. So the police training tape of 1989. The only people who are going to see the police training tape is going to be, well, the police department. And like I said, the police are in on the fact that the death of Kenneth Kruger was faked, right? And it says, after multiple years of extensive mental and physical therapy. What was this mental and physical therapy? None other than them going to the Lankman Foundation. The Lankman Foundation presents the rules of the season and is able to tell rules for people to follow.
That way, smiling snatcher followed, you have nothing to worry about. Rule number one.
They're able to provide rules to prevent more people from dying to the Eastridge Demon. It makes so much sense. It's starting to come together, all right? And so the only outlandish thing that I can really think of is, what hold does the Lankman Foundation have over the police department to be able to do this, right? Basically, long story, incredibly short, I wrote it out here. Ken Kruger was found dead hanging in his son's closet in 1987, but this was a cover-up by the police and the Lankman Foundation. The years of extensive therapy was within the Lankman Foundation so that Ken's witness testimony could detail what the Eastridge demon is capable of. Lankman held on to him, and when he died in 1996, that was when he actually died. The doctor has use for him yet to find out what the Veldigan are capable of. I think that might be the case. Because I know the dates never really lined up. And I feel like that was on purpose. Because if the dates don't line up, then that obviously means something fishy was going on. What are we doing right now? We're currently theory crafting about Dreams of Insomniac, waiting for its release in 9 minutes. But yeah, that's my theory on the whole Kenneth Kruger situation. Now, how did Tommy Merrick get a hold of these tapes? I've one of two answers. Either A, either A, Tommy Merrick's family has a connection to the Lankman Foundation, or they have a connection to the Eastridge County Police Department. We don't know for sure which is the case. A? Why do you think it's the Lankman Foundation? Walter White. Walter. But that is currently my thought process on everything so far. Either way, I'm really, really excited. We've got 8 minutes. Well, okay, Singing Abomination. I would be inclined to believe you. However, if you look at the description of Dreams of an Insomniac Volume 0, your name is Tommy Merrick. While visiting your old family home, you stumbled across a strange box of tapes in the attic. Out of curiosity, you decided to watch them on your old CRT. You think they might be haunted. While watching the tapes, you begin to see and hear things that weren't meant to be there. For some reason, they felt oddly familiar to you. This is Dreams of an Insomniac. So they weren't just dumped on his doorstep. They were found in the attic. So they were previously owned by his family. Either that or the I can't believe my voice cracked like that. Either that or the tapes being haunted somehow mysteriously caused them to spawn in the attic, but I don't think that would be the case. Well, see, I don't think Mortimer would have the inside information that the police would. Therefore, it wouldn't really explain the police training tape's existence in the attic. But the way I see it, each of these is different tapes. Because it makes sense and flows better if you think of everything as each individual tape. Well, they might feel familiar because Tommy Merrick lived in Eastridge County. Like Tommy Merrick might be old enough to like have an idea of when these happened. Like he might be old enough to kind of be like, "Oh, well, I remember when this happened. Tommy's mom worked at the police station." Huh. That would make sense. And also, if Tommy's old enough to remember these, then he's probably old enough to remember when his parents were telling him to make sure that all the windows and doors were locked. We need more info? Well, hopefully this new entry gives us some more info. And a little bit of a surprise. We might have a special guest after my initial reaction to the new entry. Oh, actually, Caesar, you're right. Popcorn. I'm going to make me some popcorn. All right. Popcorn's not done, but I hope y'all are excited. I know I am. Yeah, Zach! Woo! Yeah, Posture's in chat. He's probably just excited to see my reaction to the new entry as I am to see the new entry. I love how everyone freaks out as soon as they see him. Oh god, we got 3 minutes. We got popcorn in the microwave. Hopefully the popcorn finishing and this thing getting uploaded isn't going to absolutely kill everything. Also, let me do something really quick. You get to see a pink screen for a second. Let me check something out really quick. All right, I've got enough. Yay! I did a goofy moment. Zach, I did a goofy moment. Okay, 2 minutes. I'm going to check this popcorn. Listen to that sizzle. Okay. Now it is time to sit here and refresh. Come on, 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 come on. Is it up? Is it up? Is it up? Is it up? Where is it? Where is it? No, it's 1 o'clock. Where is it? Ah, I'm already already angry. Where is it? Why no pop up? No. Where's it at? I was waiting. I was so excited. Where'd it go? Oh, that is really bad ad timing. Where is it? Just got a message that the video was uploaded. Why is it not showing up in the actual thing? What? I'm never, ever refreshing a page ever again. It refreshes the page. If it doesn't pop up, I'll just, okay, that's it. I give up. I'm doing this. 6 minutes. Yes. Okay. Is everybody ready? Has everybody got their popcorn? No, stop. Okay. Here we go. I'm so excited. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The viewing of this tape is meant only for the eyes of authorized Foundation personnel. Unsolicited viewings may lead to termination. On the night of January 6, 1987, the ECPD had received a phone call from a distressed man reporting... Oh, shit. Sorry. I need to read it. Reporting that something was trying to break into his home. Upon the dispatcher's arrival, he, as well as anyone else who may have been living in the house, were reported missing. The only evidence that could be found at the scene of this crime were a photo album as well as a camcorder which seemingly contains footage of... Oh, God dang it. I'm too slow. Of the events that which transpired on that night. I'm so excited. Oh, shit, my bad. I forgot to unpause it. Ah! Oh my God. Upon opening the photo album, detectives were baffled to find that all the photos within were horribly distorted. This made it incredibly difficult to identify the people depicted. Ooh. First night out. Oh my God. When detectives questioned neighboring residents about the identity of the family in the photos, none were able to provide any useful information. One resident went as far as to say that no family has ever lived in the... Oh. Oh, shit. What did that say? It was like they never... It was like they never existed. Okay.
Sammy? Sammy, is that you? I'm right here, Sammy. You're gonna have to help me though, honey. I can't find you.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, God. Someone called Maid that night suggests that they might not be human.
Please send help. There's someone or something trying to get in my house. I don't know what it wants. No, I didn't get it located. But I'm telling you, it's the demon. It took him, and now it's going to take me. Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me? Hey, Chief. I think I found something.
I love you. The only clear photo of the perpetrator. Oh! Motherfucker! What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god! No, we're not watching the Fizz Knife stream on stream. That's not how this works. No, go back. Go back. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Wow! Okay, I am 100% awake now. Oh my god! I didn't even get a chance to eat my fucking popcorn. I'm... Yes! That was it. That wasn't just good. That was phenomenal. That was like... Oh my god. I can't even put it into words. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just, yeah, I'm good. I'm just super hype about that. That was, Zach, I know you're in chat. Good fucking job. I can't even put into words how much I loved that. I just, okay. All right. Y'all know what time it is. All right. So, I'm going to make some changes to the timeline. So, we've got the father, the whispering child. Also, holy, you did the you, that was, I, I my head, my mind is blown. I am just like, I'm not gonna lie, when I realized Zach did the whispering child, I laughed for a second because I thought for sure that was Lyra. Me too! I thought it was Lyra too! Okay. Alright. I need to, okay. We need to do some realizations. Whispering child is more than likely either, okay, so the father is Daddy Wilson. We know that the father is Wilson. Or at least has the last name Wilson, or is related to Sam Wilson in some way, because when he heard the voice, he said Sam Wilson. Or he said Sammy, which the only person I can really think of that's on the list of the 6 children with the name Sammy is Sam Wilson. So we can at least set that straight. So this was the house of the Wilson family. So this is more than likely Sam Wilson. The blue light? No, the blue light was just the police, police siren. Like the headlights. I mean, it could be hinting towards Winfrey, but I saw the blue light and I was like, police car lights. Okay. So we now have that January 1987. It's Sam Wilson. Sammy. Sam. S-A-M. Sam Wilson. So Jan 6th, 1987. Search number 6 from, what happened when I glitched out there? Uh-oh. Did something happen with my mic? Oopsies. Is it fixed now? Okay, we're good. All right. Okay. AJ, I think the father is named Simon Wilson. Do we have an official name in this video? Yeah, it only says the father and there are no captions.
Sammy? Sammy, is that you? I'm right here, Sammy. You're gonna have to help me though, honey. I can't find you.
Oh! The supposed perpetrator was wearing a sack. Oh my god. You're right. This is the first one I've ever been heavily involved. Lyra. That was phenomenal. I genuinely I literally can't put it into words. I hope that sums up how I feel about this. Oh my god. Okay. So the supposed perpetrator wearing a sack. We have, where is it? Where's the video? Where's the video? There it is. So, a lot of people were wondering about this one, about what this was supposed to be. So the identity of this sack boy is Sam Wilson. That's kind of what I've taken away from Family Photo Album. My god. I'm in shock. I'm just The Whispering Child is the child abducted in the PSA. Well, one of the 6 children. One of the 6 children abducted in the PSA, or in Halloween of 1986. My microphone is broken? Is it? Testing, testing. Oh, it isn't? Okay. I was like, hold on, wait a second, huh? So January 6, 1987 was search number 6 from Sam Wilson's father for Sammy. Watch the PSA again now that you finished this, trust me. We're just gonna watch Evil Dead. Rules of the season? Alright, cool. Get down.
As Halloween night begins to set in, all residents of Eastern
We should
County
not
should be
play this
reminded that the
backwards.
Smiling Snatcher is out tonight. This monster is very real and threatens the safety of all Eastridge County residents. But don't worry, so long as these 5 simple rules are followed, you have nothing to worry about. Rule number 1. Remember the curfew. No trick-or-treaters should be outside past 6 o'clock p.m. That is when the Smiling Snatcher comes out to play. Rule number 2. Keep all doors and windows in your house locked. That way the Smiling Snatcher cannot come inside. Rule number 3. You do not hear the knocking at your doors or windows. Rule number 4. You do not hear the knocking at your doors. Rule number 4. If you see or hear someone you know outside past curfew, that is not them. That is the Smiling Snatcher wearing their skin. And finally, the most important rule of all.
Oh my god! It makes sense! Oh my god! What they're presenting in the Haunted Halloween PSA is what happened to Sam Wilson's father. What he thought he saw was his son under the ghost sheet, but it wasn't him. It was actually just Clyde. Oh. Oh my god. It wasn't Sam Wilson, it was just Clyde pretending to be Sam Wilson so that Sam Wilson's father would open the door for him to kill him. Oh my god! Guys, I understand. Guys, I understand. You fucking genius.
Hi.
You.
Hi there.
You.
How you doing?
Zach, I think I broke my chair.
I heard.
I can still sit in it, thankfully. But you absolute made it. You and Lyra both.
Oh, we had this one planned in the long haul.
Oh my god. Like, I
So-
genuinely, like I said, I can't even put it into words. The amount of hype, like all of that at the end was just genuinely just immediate trigger. Like that was it. That was immediately how I felt. Oh my god.
So, would you believe me if I told you that, like, obviously, like, ideas for how this information and this storyline was presented changed over time? But would you believe me if I told you that when I took that realistic photo of me in the ghost costume when I made Haunted Halloween PSA, it was with this video storyline in mind?
Oh my, I believe you, cause you're the kind of, I mean, you've said multiple times, you have a lot of it, like a lot of the things that you want to touch on in DOAI planned out, but it's like, you see it in, like, it's different hearing, I have everything planned out, and then seeing it in action, like with Family Photo Album, and then going back to Haunted Halloween PSA and seeing literally the PSA showing off what happened to the father.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, the whole point of these mini volumes was to make it so that once they were out, you could revisit the main volume they were a part of and view the scenes with a whole different context than they had, like, originally. Because like
Oh my god.
I guarantee you now you'll never be able to watch Haunted Halloween PSA the same way again.
Without thinking about the fact, like, holy shit. And I don't know if you can share, but if not, I understand. I'm 100% convinced that, you know, with the father saying Sammy, that this was Sam Wilson and his father. And just that family.
All I'm saying is I told you to remember names.
Okay, you did tell me to remember names, so I'm standing firm on that decision. Oh, but holy shit. You
And
outdid
it's-
yourself. You both outdid yourselves, and I'm over here just like,
I'm so ungodly proud of this one. Obviously, Haunted Halloween PSA was my big ambitious passion project that took the most time. But I feel like this one is like the one I'm most proud of. Purely from like, you know, an individual standpoint.
as you should be, as you fucking should be.
And also I heard you surprised that the voice for friggin' Sammy whispering was actually me.
Yeah, I genuinely, like Average said in chat, I don't know if you saw what he said in chat, but like I genuinely was thinking that it was Lyra.
I've got some vocal range.
Okay, okay. And we got the Dalton cameo. We got the Dalton cameo in this one too.
Yeah, you got the little Officer Kruger scene at the end because you know it felt like Officer Kruger was such an integral part of like the Volume 0. I'm gonna be referring to like going forward. I'm gonna be referring to like a main volume and its mini volumes as like X volumes arc.
Yeah,
Just
that's
for the
fair.
sake of simplicity. But like Kruger felt so integral to the Volume 0 arc of the storyline that it didn't feel right to just not have him do a little cameo at the end there.
And that's very fair. God, it's one of those things, and it's very rare to feel it, but it's one of those things where it's like watching a show where it gives you an episode, and that episode feels like, okay, I have so many questions answered now.
Oh, you know what's okay, Lyra just brought something up in chat, and I'd love to tell you about this. So the thing is, right, with each DOAI video that I make, every single one, the idea for them starts out with information that I want the viewers to gain from watching them that add on to the main volume that released. And then I sort of build the video around that information, right?
All right.
So for this video in particular, there was a couple details that I felt like people absolutely needed to know that would recontextualize Volume 0 before I would work on Volume 1. And the thing was, I really struggled for a bit to figure out how I could convey this storyline in the video form. The original concept for this video actually had nothing to do with visual horror, but rather it was going to be purely an audio experience, and the video was going to be like a 6-minute 911 call between the father and the police. And eventually you were going to start hearing like, you know, the whispering at the door, and it was going to end with like, you know, something coming in and the dude screaming and whatever. Thing was, there was another piece of information that was really important to this volume that nobody's talked about yet, that really, really needed to be conveyed. And I realized that with the format I had designed, it wasn't possible. So Lyra and I got into a call the other night, or not the other night, like a while ago, like a couple months ago, it feels. And we were brainstorming ideas, and Lyra was the one that came up with the idea of it being a confiscated family photo album. So the thing is, the information in this video was something I always had planned, but the whole family photo album aspect, that was all Lyra's idea.
Oh, wow.
Also, are you reading the description?
Yeah, I always forget until like, okay, I'm going to read it out loud. Looking through the collection of tapes once more, you find a set which seems out of place. They're kept in a separate box with the name Alex Williams crudely written on it with what looks to be a cheap black marker. Looking inside, you can see that all the tapes within are labeled as being part of a Foundation archive. Curiosity gets the best of you once more, and you put the first tape you find into your VC. Oh my fucking god.
That description's a really important one. Like, normally the descriptions are kind of like, they're pretty important, but they're like, you know, for the most part, they're often like flavor text. This one, though?
And also, shout out Alex Williams.
Yeah, shout out Alex Williams. Shout out my homie Alex Williams, who is also me.
Yeah, I really like the actor for Alex Williams. They're cool.
Yeah, the actor for Alex Williams is really hot. I hope I can get their phone number.
Literally the same joke repeated from last night. Wonderful.
Oh man, if they ever made a YouTube channel, I'd watch the shit out of them and I'd subscribe.
I would. I also would join their members, their membership.
I too would join their memberships if I could.
I heard that Alex Williams likes men. Real cool of him.
Hey, don't you go spreading rumors about Alex Williams. You don't know that. That's just a theory.
That was a film theory. Thanks for watching. No, that was what Ordinarily Average said. I'm not spreading misinformation on the internet. But oh god. So you said there's one aspect of this video that nobody's caught on to yet?
Yeah, obviously people latched immediately onto the whole like Sam Wilson Haunted Halloween PSA aspect. But there's another really important detail in this video that I purposely put in there to explain something that a lot of people were confused by in the series, and nobody's really talked about it.
Well, you get to hear me listen to the video. You get to hear me watch the video again. Because I'm going to find out what it is. Or not. I don't know. No, it's really funny because I got popcorn ready because I was going to just deadass just munch on popcorn during the viewing, and then I got really excited and forgot the popcorn existed. So while you were talking about you and Lyra's call, I was just like, popcorn. This photo, I want you to know, you know how you said you have a folder where you put images that scare you in?
Yes.
This image would go in that folder for me.
I am so proud of that one. I'm proud of all the images I made for this video.
All the images are disturbing, to say the least. Also, wait, hold up. Why is the mom not distorted?
That's an awesome question.
Do you have an awesome answer, or are you just going to leave it at that was an awesome question?
I'll tell you that it's on purpose, and that's the end of it.
Sorry, I'm very happy right now. The mom was never... I don't think the mom was mentioned in the video.
No, we only ever see the father looking out for his son, Sammy.
What if the mom is the smiling snatcher?
I take it a family photo.
January 6th, 1987, search number 6. So I almost wonder if searches 1 through 5 were the days before. Well, okay, if hypothetically, if you're a father looking for your missing child, you would probably be searching every day since that child's disappearance. Why did he not start looking after the kid went missing? Why did he wait until the next year to start looking?
I mean, January 1987, that's only a couple months after October.
I guess that takes into consideration, you know, the time it takes for witness testimonies or the one witness testimony, I guess.
I mean, if you think about it, right, this would be the sixth search in 3 months. Less than 3 months.
I'm just failing to grasp how a father whose son is missing would only look for his child 6 times in 6 months.
That's a good question.
And it was 100%, and it's 100% deliberate, is what you're about to say, and I hate you for it.
Everything is deliberate.
God, I just.
There has yet to be a detail that people have like brought up that I either didn't intend or wasn't going to get brought up later.
I'm very, very. Zach, I'm gonna be a bit honest with you for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you for being the kind of person to not leave a single stone unturned when it comes to information being given. Because
Well,
that's what I love stuff for. It's like, okay, I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up in a random stream for it. It's why I like Kingdom Hearts, because at some point it covers the bases that it can. I love franchises in series that are willing to put in like the small details and then will address them at any point within it. I love that. I love the small details and then the satisfaction of understanding why the small details are given.
Yeah, I was always frustrated when I'm a FNAF fan, so I grew up being frustrated by friggin' like lore details that were just like never really touched on that were important. So that was one thing I was like, I do not want to be frustrated by, but I didn't want to frustrate people. Oh, can we tell AJ where the chase scene was filmed? If so, please. Oh, okay. I've got a great story about how this chase scene was filmed. But first, I see someone in chat who was asking, isn't Winfrey's last name William, or is that old lore? First of all, that's old lore, so don't take it into consideration. Second of all, his last name was Winfrey. His name was William Winfrey in the old lore. But don't even take that into account.
So this chase scene right here?
Yeah, that chase scene right there.
Okay.
Also, if you're asking about the name Alex Williams in chat, like I'm assuming you are, go back to Volume 0. So that chase scene, basically, me and Dalton met up that night, and we wanted to film it. And the thing was, we had a lot of complications, because the immediate question that we had to ask if we were filming live action stuff was, how are we going to portray Clyde in a physical space, you know, within our limitations? Because obviously we can't have like some crazy CGI Clyde running around. And we obviously can't have, like, you know, me running around in a goofy-ass costume. It would take away from the scene. So Lyra, the genius Lyra, had the idea of having Clyde portrayed as a light. Because, you know, Clyde, naturally, his face sort of emits this yellow glow in most of the times I draw him. So Lyra had the idea of, like, well, what if Clyde is represented as like this yellow light? And I had the idea for this this like chase scene with like the sound of Clyde's footsteps and like, you know, the music getting louder. Lyra suggested making a whole new track for it. I was originally just going to use the original Eastridge Demon theme, because Lyra's the best like that. And so Lyra had the idea of Clyde being represented by a light. And the thing was with that idea was that it was perfect because Dalton, you know, having a friggin' film degree and having a bunch of stuff for filming, had this giant film light on him that was used for creating different like color grading. So I went to Dalton. I'm like, hey, if we were to film like a chase scene, would you be able to like set that thing to like the most yellow it can be? And we can try and like, you know, create a chase scene with it. He's like, yeah. So originally,
oh my God,
we met up, and what we did was that Dalton held his camera. And he's the one running here. That's Dalton's legs you're seeing running. He's the one holding the camera. And what I did was I took that film light and I chased him from behind with the light, and he let me catch up. So, you know, I hope this doesn't ruin the scene for you. What you're seeing is Dalton running from Clyde, and as Clyde gets closer, you can see the glowing of his face. What's actually happening is I'm chasing Dalton like an idiot with a big stick with a light on it, and as I get closer, it gets brighter.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is all in the middle of a graveyard, isn't it?
Yeah, because this is the other funny part, right? Dalton and I were originally just filming on his street, like his just like his like neighborhood. You could see in like the first bit of footage the like the search number 6 footage, you can see he's on like a town street. The
Yeah.
thing is, right, that street, since it was late at night, naturally had lampposts that emitted yellow light. So
Mm.
when we tried filming the chase scene, it didn't work because the yellow light of the lampposts made it so that you couldn't see the yellow light that I was chasing Dalton with. It just blended in, so there wasn't really that like impact. Obviously, you'd still hear Clyde like, you know, running on all fours, and you'd still hear the music. But like there wouldn't be that visual aspect that tells you like there is something in this space. So we're like, shit, what do we do? Dalton lives next to a cemetery,
Oh my god.
literally right next to one.
That's kind of
And
scary.
here's the thing, right? That cemetery normally has lights that come from the ground next to the tombstones. But the day we filmed this, it snowed really hard, and the snow covered all the lights. So it was pitch black, dark there.
Oh my god.
So Dalton was like, dude, there's no lights over by the cemetery. We could film there. I'm like, Dalton, you're a genius. So Dalton and I went to the cemetery and we refilmed every single scene that had like Clyde's light in it. And because it was the only light, it was this overpowering, just like overwhelming, sickening amount of yellow whenever the light would pop up. And literally, when Dalton and I filmed the final take of the chase scene that him and I used for this video, I was so giddy, I literally jumped in the air and did a little fist bump. Because it was exactly like I envisioned it.
That's amazing. Also, holy shit, Emily, thank you for the $2. I'd pay to see a behind the scenes of this. Yeah, honestly.
I was genuinely considering making a behind the scenes of like the whole series once I wrap it up.
That would be really
just-
cool.
Because like I have stories for the development of every single major volume. Well, obviously, I guess I haven't worked on any major volume but 0. But I have like little stories behind the development of every single video so far. Zach was squirming in his seat. I was squirming.
Yeah, when you did the little fist bump and jumped into the air, you were also like envisioning yourself sitting in your nice little chair, squirming in your seat.
Oh, and believe me, I was squirming.
Oh god. I am absolutely holy shit, Zach. You.
And then of course, you know, because I wanted there to be more of like an indication of Clyde existing in the physical space, there is easily my favorite friggin' moment in this entire video, which is the jump scare with the you when Clyde's face like burns into the screen for a second.
Yeah. Also, Linkle, thank you for the $5. Behind the scenes would be so awesome. Also, when do you think Volume 1 might come out? When it comes out.
Yeah, Volume 1 comes out when it comes out. Volume 1 is going to take so long. Like, I'm just telling you right now, I'm telling you right here and now, I made this one as good as possible alongside Lyra because of the fact that the next one ain't coming for a long time, and if you expect it to come very soon, then you're setting yourself up for a bad time.
Yeah, I honestly, Zach, I'm going to say this, and I really hope other people share my sentiment. I don't give a shit how long it takes, because either way, I know with how good you are with this whole thing, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal.
I'm telling you for a fact, first of all, genuinely thank you. That's so nice of you to say. But I'm telling you for a fact that Volume 1, and you know, like, I'm not saying this to set unrealistic expectations, and I'm not saying this because, like, you know, like I'm overconfident in it. I'm telling you for a fact that Volume 1's gonna blow this and the other volumes I've made out of the water.
Oh, God, I can't.
I have been planning, I am not joking, I have been planning the scenes and, like, all the details that are going to exist in Volume 1 since before Volume 0 released.
Oh my god.
The only it's kind of funny. Volume 1 was originally going to be the first in the series because, you know, Volume 1, and
Yeah.
Volume 0, Haunted Halloween PSA, was going to be released at a later date to celebrate Halloween, and Volume 1 was supposed to come out during summer. But I got hung up on a bunch of different stuff. Volume 0 ended up being the like sort of pilot episode, but I always always had Volume 1 in mind as like the first major step with this thing.
Wow.
So it's
I
gonna take
just-
some time. Absolutely, it's gonna take some time. But oh boy.
But there will be more
I
posture
can't wait.
content before then, right?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Yippee!
I've already got 2 videos in the works that are gonna be regular pastor content before I start working on Volume 1. And I'm genuinely considering, before I start production of Volume 1, having like a couple videos made on like the back burner and then just scheduling their releases so that they sort of staggeringly release while I work on it in the background.
Yippee!
I think I'm honestly going to have to do that because with how ambitious Volume 1's going to be and how much work it's going to take on my part and as well as everyone who's helping me with it, I feel like the best course of action is going to be making a crap ton of video essays like in bulk and then just scheduling all the releases like 2 weeks between each other.
Oh yeah.
And I could just work on Volume 1 like uninterrupted until I run out of videos to post.
That honestly, that sounds like a phenomenal idea, but I genuinely, either way, like I said, I love this. It is turning out very well, and I hope that, you know, while you've been working on it, it's been turning out to be, you know, the series that you always envisioned making.
Oh, it is.
But I absolutely adore this more than anything. And I don't even say that as like a friend. I say that as someone who was there for the Lankman ARG before we even interacted with each other. I'm saying this as someone who spent hours looking through and combing through My Happy Place and Someone Normal to try to find anything. I love this. This is amazing, and I'm glad it's turning out the way it is.
I'm really happy about it too. And like, you know, I always tell her this, but I feel like bringing it up again, like I feel like DOAI would have eventually released in a state that I was, you know, content with. But I'm telling you for a fact, it wouldn't be like the thing it is now, and I would not be nearly as happy about it if it wasn't for Lyra.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Like, you can see in the credits for this one, it's straight up listed as family photo album created by Zachary Gignac and Lyra Horrors.
Yeah.
Because this one was just as much her as it was me. If it wasn't for her ideas and contributions, this one would have been a very different and probably inferior video.
Yeah, and I also want to say, Lyra, I see you in chat. I want you to know that a lot of what I say also extends to you. You are a phenomenal person. You're a fucking genius. I want you to know that anything I say towards Zach about Dreams of an Insomniac immediately should also be carried over to you, because I know you two are literally the dynamic duo. I think that y'all are fucking amazing, and y'all are absolute, like, you know?
Well, Lara says, I'm willing to make some content on the channel in the interim if you need to fill even more space. Lara, I will genuinely take you up on that if it ends up being that if it ends up being that I need more time, or like, you know, like I end up running out of content, because I'm telling you for a fact, like, I'm holding off on working on Volume 1 for now, because I know for a fact that once I start Volume 1's production, I'm going to get so excited about it. It's going to be the only thing I can think about, and my videos are going to friggin' take a nosedive in terms of quantity. Like, seriously, once Volume 1 starts production, it's probably going to be the only thing I work on until it drops. And considering the fact it's going to take a very long time, I don't want my channel to die before it releases.
God, Dude, I want you and Lyra both to know that I have nothing but the utmost respect for the both of you. I can't even put it into words that will make sense to describe how I see you and Lyra, but holy shit, I'm really proud of you both. This is phenomenal.
I'm really happy
Also,
to hear that.
get this the fuck out of my recommended. Not interested.
So I'm checking the pasture Discord to see if they noticed the detail I was talking about.
Oh, that is a good point. Instead of me looking for it, I can leech off of others looking for it. That's so fucked up.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, gaming age.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was joking. They're just talking about Mortimer. No, Mortimer is not a Veldigan. Sorry, I had to correct someone. Gaming Leech is back. All right.
Well, it looks like they're trying to establish a timeline with this new video.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. So we've covered our bases. We've covered the first image. Oh, by the way, where is it? Is it this? Is it this that does it? Wait, hold up a second. Okay, no. I'm just going crazy. I'm going a little goofy. This. No, go back. Go back. This.
Wait. Oh, okay. Hey, there's a bit of a delay on the stream.
This right here, Zach.
That face.
Who's responsible for this?
So get this, right? Get this, okay?
Oh no, are you about to tell me what I think you're about to say?
So when I was making this scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the light popped up, I was like, oh man, yeah, I want to do like this whole thing with the posturization to make it look like the film's getting all like fucked up by just Clyde being there.
Yeah.
And then when I slided the posturization scale up enough, I saw that it just created this black void. And I saw an opportunity to be like, oh shit, this could be where Clyde's face like burns into it and almost looks like he's like coming through the blackness.
Yeah.
Originally, I used a render that Lyra made for me of Clyde from Haunted Halloween PSA.
Mm-hmm.
But when I showed Lyra demo footage of this scene, Lyra was like, I love this scene, but the Clyde face feels a bit awkward here. Let me do something real quick.
No.
And then she jump scares me because not even half an hour later, she sends me that picture and she goes, use this instead. And I could tell this picture was going to be perfect because when I saw that picture pop up in my DMs, I felt my soul exit my body through my mouth. Like, Lyra scared the shit out of me when she sent that to me, and I'm like, okay, this is the image I'm using in the video.
Lyra,
so
you're a fucking monster.
I was gonna say, once again, Lyra being the absolute best, and contributing
amazing.
so much. This video feels like a perfect 50-50 split between me and Lyra's contributions. Like, this one, like, this one felt so much like Lyra contributed that I felt the need to like specify that it was her and me that made it rather than just my name.
It looks so good, and I'm just like when I saw it, I don't know if you heard my reaction to it, but I go, holy shit! I was not ready for it.
I know,
dude,
I saw you just going, I don't like that. No, thank you.
I don't like that. Oh god, that's so good though. I love that. Jeez, I was not ready for that at all. Also, I'm never gonna be able to watch this scene of Sam Wilson's dad running away without imagining tall, lanky, long hair boy with a stick with a large light on it, just running really fast, just chasing Dalton.
I know. I'm sorry if I ruined it. I'm sorry if I ruined it.
It's ruining in like the best way possible, you know? Like it just gives me this really goofy like this really goofy image, and I love it.
Lyra also created the footstep sound for Clyde chasing like the father during that scene.
Oh wow.
And like that footstep sound scares me because of the implications it has with how Clyde runs.
Wow. Also need to ask. New VHS filter.
Yeah, that was created by Lyra in After Effects.
Lyra, I fucking love this. As someone who grew up watching VHSs, I fucking love this filter. Just saying.
The original, yeah. Okay, this was another thing Lyra said. The even worse implication is that Mr. Wilson sees the light behind him, freezes, turns around, and is met with that fucking face. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Lyra told me that when she made that render of Clyde's face, the one that was used in that scene, she told me that she made it with the intention of it being the thing that the father saw when he turned around before he started running.
Jesus. Tell us
Yeah,
why. I don't like the video.
the original oh my god, the original VHS filter that was put over the first two DOAI entries was created by me using a bunch of effects and overlays that Lyra had provided me with in Filmora.
Yeah.
Basically, I would put some glitch effects over the video. I would add some grain with an inbuilt filter that added grain. I would add in a VHS overlay, which I would composite with like the screen option, and then I would take those videos, throw them into a compressor, compress the videos, and then throw scan lines on top of it. Lyra, with the new video was like, so since this tape, like, you know, comes from somewhere other than where the last two tapes were being like made, because you know, Haunted Halloween PSA and In Loving Memory were a very specific like set of tapes, and then this one's from a very different set of tapes that is like out of the way, as you can tell from the description.
Yeah.
So Lyra was like, since this one is like, you know, very clearly like a shift, would I be able to make a VHS filter for it and show like a very clear visual change? And I'm like, go for it. And my god, I have a version of this video that has a VHS filter I made, and it pales in comparison to this.
Oh my god, I don't know if Lyra literally like threw a VHS into a VCR and like studied it for hours on end, or if this was just something made just right there, but it works so well. And it looks very accurate.
It does.
Like the
She made it entirely
distortions
with
are accurate.
she made it entirely with After Effects and just saved it as a 640 by 480 video.
That's awesome. I love that.
She also, you know, added all the filters and whatnot to the audio to sound super compressed. If you'd like, I can actually send you what my version of the video looks like with my VHS filter, because it pales in comparison to what Lyra made for this.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Let me see. Do I have it? I do. So, I'm sending it to you in DMs.
Okay.
You can feel free to watch it whenever on your own time. Or,
Yeah. I'll probably end up watching it after stream. But wow.
But like compared to what Lyra made, I'm just saying, like, there's a reason I uploaded Lyra's version, not mine.
Yeah. And
also, do you hear that? Get this too, right? You hear this end credits music?
Wait, let me. Why?
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
I didn't ask Lyra to make that. She just did when she was adding the VHS filter over everything.
Oh.
I made the video, sent it over to her, and was like, hey, could you, you know, whenever you have the time, could you throw all the VHS stuff over top of this? And then she just went and made a whole ass track for the end credits without anything
without telling
it.
you, and was just like, hey, here you go.
Yeah, she didn't even tell me she made an end credits track until after I had watched her version of the video.
Wow. So I do want to ask you this. Is the audio low on purpose?
Like in this video?
Yes.
I believe it's just low like that because of like a byproduct of the VHS compression. It just naturally made it quieter.
Okay.
Also because I didn't really want to blast your ears to Kingdom Come the moment the jump scare happened.
That's fair. I know the important stuff is loud enough to be able to be, you know, heard. So
also the stuff that's really quiet on purpose has subtitles this time.
Yes.
God,
yeah, I don't
voice.
think anyone has. Do you know how I did that?
How?
I went into Audacity and I recorded like I went right up to my microphone and I whispered and I made my voice very high pitched and I made a point of straining it. And you can hear the second time I whispered like the friggin' father's name. You could tell how strained my voice was because it actually cracks from how much I was pushing myself with it. and then I literally just slightly, like just barely raised the pitch just a little bit, and then I changed which direction the sound was coming from based on where the sound was coming from in the video.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That second
from the
time
left
you
there.
say the second time you say daddy, it's like you can hear like the
Yeah, like literally my voice cracks from how much I was straining it, and it sounds like he's choking for air.
AJ, reread the yellow captions within the context that these were written by a certain someone in an actual family photo album.
Yeah. So that's actually a really good point that Lyra just brought up. When it shows the photos, the yellow text with a little quotation marks, those are the names of the photos as they were found in the album, and the red text is like somebody observing them.
Okay.
So like for example, that family photo, that's the name it actually had in the album when they found it.
Okay.
So reread those with that context.
So family photo, that's kind of a given. First night out. Huh. And then goodbye. And then I believe the last one was I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love you.
So those
And
are
that's
being
the
written.
last words that you see before credits roll.
Those were written by the guy who was taking the photos, presumably.
Oh. And those photos were the ones that were found in the scrapbook that Kruger picks up.
Yeah.
Here.
Those yeah, at the end we see like the beginning text and the final scene are like the beginning text is describing the final scene. Because the camcorder was left on. So we see Kruger actually show up at the house and find the photo album, and then later he finds the camcorder after it stops recording.
Huh. I feel like y'all I will say I feel like there's something I'm just completely missing from this.
Oh, there absolutely is. They're 100. I am telling you, you and everyone else so far in the community has not noticed the really, really big detail with this that literally necessitated the reason why it was presented in this medium.
Huh.
Because here's the thing, right? I said explicitly that there is a detail in this video that necessitated it be changed to this format rather than purely an audio-based one. There is a detail here that necessitated the visuals. Otherwise, it would have just been a purely audio-based experience.
Huh. God, that is so smooth. Okay, I have to give credit where credit is due. This scene where Mr. Wilson gets up, walks towards the voice, and presumably opens the door / window or whatever, and then the yellow and orange like gets super saturated, and then boop. God, and then you see the blue flashing light. That is.
I had Dalton whenever we were swapping between the cuts. I literally told him, only touch the camera to turn the recording off. Don't move it. Do not even think about moving it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is just so... God. Okay, so there's a reason why it was presented in the format to where we can see video of what's going on.
I will say too, and this is the last thing I'll kind of give you on this because I feel like, it's fair game.
You've already given me enough, it feels like.
you feel? Well, this is something that has to do with outside the video.
Okay.
It's something that people criticize me on because they thought it was unintentional.
Oh.
Like in the past.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's not much of a help, but it's just me saying, look, it was intentional. You guys were wrong.
So one thing that okay, wait, hold up. Let me see this really quick.
Oh, I accidentally. Okay, well, good job, Gaming Age. You pushed the wrong fucking button and now everything's broken. Good job.
Please send help. There's someone or something trying to get in my house. I don't know what it wants.
So this is the call to 911.
No, I didn't.
So let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
The original plan was any of what was originally planned included in this final product?
Only one. Oh, the storyline with the father going to the door, yes. But
Okay.
the only visual aspect to this video that was maintained between this and the original concept was the photo at the end of the ghost child at the door, and it's saying the only clear photo of the perpetrator. That is the only visual detail that was carried over from the original concept.
What about this 911 call?
The 911 call was supposed to be the whole video in the original concept.
Okay. Interesting. So he's on the phone with the police. See,
Why you keep using his face? Why?
this is I love this. That's
I really like this scene.
Wait a second.
Hmm.
Empty man sitting in an empty home. Son's dead, or presumably missing. Where the hell's the mother in all this? Is he I don't know if it's widowed. I don't think it would be widowed for a man. What would
I don't believe it's for a man.
Well, for lack of a better term, he's possibly widowed in the That doesn't make any sense though. If you've already lost your wife and or a girlfriend and then your kid goes miss, why do you not look? Why is this the detail that bothers me the most? Like that's the detail that gets me and I'm just like,
You irresponsible parent, you!
yeah, honestly, because I'm just like, because I do this thing where I put myself in the shoes of what we see. And so, like, me putting myself in the shoes of Mr. Wilson, I'm like, why? Why do thing? Why
Every
do?
single detail is consciously chosen.
Yeah, I love you for that. Whoa, wait a second. Oh my god, wait, hold up a minute! They scream your name? Zach.
Yeah.
Zach, I hear that goofy ass smile on your face because you know I just noticed.
Yeah.
Was his wife attacked by him too?
Well, I'm just saying we should pay attention to like the to the language being used here in the subtitles.
Hold up. I need this from the start. Also, you outdid yourself with this voice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They're still here inside. They scream your name. They miss you. And he was holding the family, he was holding the photo album.
Yeah, you could see before the light showed up, he was looking through the photo album while on the phone with the police.
Zach.
And then after he leaves, the police finally arrive.
And they pick up the photo out. Oh.
They find the phone on the ground, they find his photo album, and they find the camcorder that was recording the whole thing.
My brain. I'm
There's another thing that gets said in this scene here that like is a really like hard-hitting line when you think more about it.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be quiet. I'm just, focusing,
Thinking.
focusing and thinking and just.
Hey, Chief.
No, yeah, you're right, Lyra. AJ has not noticed the two biggest revelations yet.
Wait a second.
Hmm.
Hold up a minute. Can I find another one? Yeah, here we go. I'm still on the detail of the fact that this is an authorized personnel kind of thing. Yeah. And not only that, this is also a foundation archive. So obviously this was something that was being held onto by the Lankman Foundation at some point. I'm trying to see I hate the fact that I'm not good with colors because I'm trying to see if this is. I don't think it's the same font. But I don't think you would also be so bold as to make two things the same font to show the correlation. I feel like you would just use the colors.
I'm just gonna tell you because I don't want you to like, rack your mind too much about this. They are two different fonts. The one used for all the camcorder footage is an actual like font for putting text into camcorders that was like
Okay.
really used. The other font was like, written.
Also, I really like that drop shadow.
Yeah, the drop shadow was an inclusion from the VHS filter. Originally, it wasn't there because normally camcorders don't have the ability to put that, but it's actually just there as a result of the VHS.
Oh. Also, I just realized that for some reason. Okay, there we go. I fixed the positioning on the thing. I didn't realize the bottom part of it was being cut. That's my bad. 100%. Okay. You gave me a bit of a hint that now I'm trying to hyperfixate on. These are obviously written by two different individuals. The fact that it's in quotation marks means that more than likely it was already written and that was just how it was called in the photo album. Or wait, these are all pictures that were found in the photo album. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is okay. So the foundation personnel was the ones writing the red text. The red text is from the foundation personnel, so they're the ones who are analyzing these. Got it. Where you're missing something so huge, haha. Don't laugh at me.
You are missing something really huge.
Watch the ghost speech another time and just soak in what the motherfucker is really saying. Okay. Let me start here.
Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
Why do you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me? Wait a second.
Hmm?
Sorry. Let me. It was like they never existed. Wait, where was it? Where was it? Where's the image I'm looking for? No family has ever lived in that house. Just an empty man sitting in an empty home. Wait a second. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's an empty man sitting in an empty home, one resident went as far as to say that no family has ever lived in that house. It was like they never existed. Zach,
Yeah.
this house, okay. Oh my god, my brain. This is the hardest I've ever racked my brain about this shit. Oh my god. Okay.
Which says a lot because in loving memory was the last entry.
Okay, let me ask you this before I start spouting nonsense.
Okay.
If I say something that hits the nail on the head, are you going to confirm it for me?
Depends on what it is.
Okay. So, oh my god, my brain, Zach. I hate you but love you at the same time, man. What the fuck? Soak in what he's really saying. Empty man sitting in an empty home. They're still here inside. You can just tell that this is at the forefront of my mind because I'm just over here memorizing the lines slowly but surely. Inside what? They're still here inside. Inside. Wait, they're still in the house? Yeah, I was thinking what Static Soul said. They're in his head. Either in his head or in Clyde. Yeah. Because he says, come to me, they're still screaming your name. They're still here inside. I'm thinking that they were consumed. And they were like by Clyde, you know? That was such a weird fucking sound. Why did I make that sound?
That was one hell of a name. Or name. I was reading a thing on the name in the chat, sorry. It was one hell of a sound you made.
Thank you. If you'd like to use it, you can go back in the VOD and take it. They're still here inside. Okay, Clyde consume. Okay, wait. Hold up. Zachary Gignac.
Mm-hmm.
Does Clyde eat these motherfuckers?
Yeah, I could say Clyde eats them. Yeah.
Okay, if Clyde eats them and carries on the like, and can also morph into them and take their appearances, then that means that in some way, shape, or form, he also keeps their memories somewhat. If that's the case, then Clyde is saying they're still here inside to get Mr. Wilson to join them. He's just trying to convince Wilson to open the door or window or whatever to eat him. And so what better way than to tell a man who is completely alone at this point, hey, your dead family is in me. You get in me. You're like that cat meme. The
I'll tell you what I look like right now.
Oh my god.
It's probably my favorite image. It's my favorite image for specifically DOAI stuff because it always relates to how I feel when I'm watching people theorize.
Oh my god. I remember you said that last night. So, why would a predator choose to lie if he'd already cornered his prey? Well, because okay, so one of the things in the link in the PSA was saying to lock the doors and windows. Something keeps the Veldigan from coming inside when the doors and windows are locked. But like at the same so taking into consideration that the Veldigan theoretically, okay, because I don't know how, because the PSA and everything that concerns the Smiling Snatcher or the Eastridge Demon, they're not able to get through doors and windows if they're locked. Which I guess that's the case for anything, but they can't. I guess they just don't have the ability to break down doors and windows. He may have had the prey cornered, but the prey was cornered inside of a locked house. I'm racking my brain so hard about this. This is embarrassing. I feel so bad.
Oh no, don't worry.
Don't the Veldigan assimilate their victims? I don't know. I mean, yeah. Clyde literally broke into a locked store. That is fair. But in that case, then why would the Lankman Foundation say to just lock your doors and windows and then they can't get out? I think this means the victims are almost like almost like a hive mind. The locks are a red herring. Zach, you wouldn't use red herrings, would you?
Oh.
Did you say no or oh?
I said no.
It's a calming tactic, a placebo. So why is he so, like Lyra said then, if that's the case, if they can break in, why is he fucking with them? Why is he messing with someone? Maybe Clyde's just sadistic. Because he wants to basically get him into a position where he's more likely or more willing to do it. Or to get rid of all evidence of them existing. Wait a second. If this is footage from the Foundation, okay, wait. When this takes place 1987? So that's still about 6 years between the existence of this footage and the PSA being aired. So that means that when the PSA was aired, hold up, wait a minute. AJ, I want you to consider all angles of what Clyde is saying, even the most unlikely one.
No, I didn't get a good look at it, but I'm telling you, it's the demon. It took him, and now it's going to take me.
Even the most unlikely one. Can't really say there's an angle that I'm thinking of personally that's unlikely. You tell I'm not good at this whole theory crafting thing. I just gotta do it for shits and
I mean,
giggles.
You say that, but you had a really concrete theory before, like, this video dropped.
Yeah, that is fair.
Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, Dalton. It's good to see you in chat. It is so good to see you in chat. I hope you're doing well.
Dalton cameo.
Dalton cameo indeed. Also, Dalton, I will also say some nice things about you because I've been saying a lot of nice things about Zach and Lyra during this. You seem to be one of the few very important people in this project. So I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you and everything you've done for Dreams of an Insomniac. You're fucking dope.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this video, if you look at the credits, the only 3 names in the credits for this one are me, Dalton, and Lyra. Like, I've been sitting here praising Lyra the entire time. But like, all of this camera footage, the voice acting at the end, basically every single thing that's live action wouldn't have happened without Dalton being there.
Yeah.
Without Dalton being there, this would have just been a slideshow.
Oh my god, random fandom mania, you're right. Wait a second. We need to So this down here says they gave up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, also
someone in chat pointed out, someone in chat's been talking about Alex.
yeah, Alex William has the tapes and under the watch of the Linkman. Wait. What? What relationship does Alex Williams and the Linkman Foundation have?
Yeah, because that is a detail. That I know you saw, but you didn't really.
Yeah, they've kept in a separate box with the name Alex Williams crudely written on it with what looks to be cheap black marker. Huh. Zach very much uses his videos to tell you exactly what you need to know.
Yeah, she's right about that.
Yeah, and I have to commend him, but holy shit, it's like a puzzle. I love puzzles. Who's watching the tapes of the same person? Yes, it is it's Tommy Merrick. Sorry, I had to look at the timeline really quick because brain went burr because I've been thinking about too many things. So and I guess we could also take into consideration that these tapes are also haunted, which could not only explain why we see the Clyde face and the distortion of the film, but even if like when he looked behind, okay. I knew they had, if something is overtly said, you may want to at least ponder on it. Yeah. I'm just Basically, the way I see this, the way that I'm interpreting this scene between Mr. Wilson and the Eastridge Demon, way I'm interpreting it, right, is that at first he's being more resistant, trying to, you know, not let whatever it is that's out there in. Trying not to, you know, trying not to die. And then it starts speaking. And it's like they're screaming your name, they're talking about you, but it's okay. You can see them again. You can be with them again. And you see at this point, he takes the family photo album that he's holding, throws it on the ground, or places it on the table. It falls on the ground. He doesn't want to be alone again, so he gives up. And like Random Fandom Mania said, it says they gave up when it says beware the smiling snatcher. And so, you know, maybe the Veldigan have mind control powers. I don't think mind control necessarily. But they can cause visual and auditory hallucinations. Which visual hallucinations are probably being taken into consideration where that's why this is being seen. Wait a second, are the visual and auditory hallucinations able to be picked up on said on camcorders and shit?
That's a good question.
And the
That's a very
answer
good
to that
question.
question is yes, they can be. Because if Clyde is using AJ, I've been given permission to pass on very important information. If Mr. Wilson truly did have nothing left, what point would there be to Clyde even lying? He's not. Clyde's not lying. Oh my god. Wait, people are... Wait. Wait. Because the wife isn't dead? Clyde made him forget his wife? What? Is that why she's not distorted? What if the family was a hallucination? What if the family was a hallucination the whole time? Wait a second. Oh my god, my brain. Oh my god, wait a second. Wait, oh my god. Oh my god. The wife's been forgotten, that's why she's not distorted in the image. But then... Does the man even... AJ, look the fuck at chat. I'm looking at chat! Plot twist, he is the wife. Beep boop. I can't believe this. She's forgotten. Does the man even live in that house? No, because an empty man in an empty home. And then it said no family has ever lived in that house. It was like they never even existed. Oh. They're not real. None of them are real. Mr. Wilson isn't real.
The UAI isn't real.
Nothing is real. Mr. Wilson isn't real. None of this is real then. Wait a second, then gaming age isn't real. Wonder why Ghost is both here and on the PSA. The Foundation knew it was one of Clyde's tactics. If Clyde is telling the truth, what does that imply? What? If he's an empty man sitting in an empty home, which means he's not real and he's sitting in a house that nobody lives in, it implies that Sam Wilson isn't real. But if that's the case, then why was Sam Wilson one of the kids that was announced as being missing if he never existed in the first place?
Yeah, in order for somebody to be listed as part of the missing children that everyone knew, they would have at least had to have been real.
Yeah. No. Past that. Nothing in the video is real.
I never posted this video. This is mass hysteria.
Yeah, this video isn't real. This is all a figment of your imagination. This is all a dream. Which, speaking of which, Zach, remind me after stream. I have a dream I want to tell you about that I had last night.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good.
He's broken, remembering things that shouldn't be real to him, but they were. Clyde's just sadistic. Huh. See, Lyra's over here giving me the most information I'll get out of either of you, and I'm just like, brr.
See, here's the thing, is that Lyra's giving you a lot of information, but, she's giving you just little enough that, like, you still gotta rack your brain to think about what it means.
Yeah. And I feel so bad, because I feel like I should understand this, actually being able to use my head. And I feel like it's going to end up being something. I feel like by the end of this stream, I'm not going to understand the information I've been given. It's going to be like last time, where I'm sitting in a VC, planning out the timeline, and then all of a sudden, eureka, idea.
Lyra says, read the whole speech past the first fucking lines. Do it one more time.
Okay. Does Lyra also want me to watch this part with Officer Kruger?
It was just the speech.
Okay, let me.
Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
Come to me and you will never be alone again. If he's not lying, then the wife and kid miss him. me watching the same thing over and over again, thinking it's going to make me realize something the more I watch it.
Maybe it will. This is only one small part of the video when overall, like, again, I don't think anyone's really clicked into the two major revelations that come from it.
Here. Bring your name. Miss you, come to me, and you will never be alone again. There's another voice that sounds like it's Soren in pain. It just sounds, I see, I'm doing that thing where like you think if you push your headphones closer to your ears, you'll hear better. I was doing that to see if I could hear the second voice that you're talking about, but it sounds like it's just Zach's voice getting hoarse throughout it. Think of the speech in the most obvious way possible. He has nothing left, his wife and kid, an empty man, sitting in an empty home. He's sitting in an abandoned home, but he doesn't have to be empty. They scream your name. I miss you. Come to me. And you'll never be alone again. Come to me and you'll never be alone again. Those two like lines are what's getting me the most. Are all of his victims still like mentally intact after being attacked?
Another really good question.
Is that what we're getting from this? Is that if his wife and kid do exist, then okay, if Sam Wilson was attacked and went missing, then he's still active in Clyde, so that when Mr. Wilson is taken, he won't have to be alone because all of the victims of Clyde are going to be there and intact. People in chat are just like, no, you make no sense. Oh, okay.
No, I think you've got good groundworks with that. I think you're making sense.
So, empty man sitting in an empty home. Okay. So, stop shaming him for cooking. Shh. Okay. If Clyde attacked Sam Wilson, what it seems like. Okay, wait a second. So, I don't know whether I'm very inconsistent. I don't know if I want to call him the Eastridge Demon or if I just want to call him Clyde. I'm just gonna call him Clyde. Clyde has no reason to torment this man unless the victim has to be willing and give up and accept their fate for all of his thoughts to be intact. So Clyde's saying that they're still there, they're still inside, and if you come to me, you won't have to be alone anymore. The reason he's saying that is because he wants to make sure that Mr. Wilson is going to be willing to accept his fate. So that he's able to keep the memories of Mr. Wilson. Maybe so that Clyde can use Mr. Wilson's I don't think Sammy was willing. So I'm cooking. I'm currently cooking with my brain. Okay. 100% just an ADHD thing. Zach, you might be able to relate. I'm gonna pace and maybe I'll figure something out while pacing.
Oh, absolutely. You go and do that. I'll keep chat entertained.
So if I don't think Sammy was willing, so obviously it doesn't require the victim isn't required to be so for Clyde to take on the personage or the persona of the victim doesn't have to be willing. Same with the memories if we go with the But maybe just so. Let me watch this again.
Maxim Neon Genesis is like my favorite anime. Are the Veldigan's powers still the same? Why would I confirm that? I see that you're here, Dalton. That's you on screen.
You'll never be alone again. Oh my god, my brain. This hurts so much. Okay. So, what reason would Clyde have for forcing him to give up? They're still inside screaming for him. Clyde's a hunter. He uses any way they can to eat. It all accumulates as an instinctual sadistic drive to gain the most they possibly can.
Thank you, Dalton. I'm really proud of all the transitions and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Dalton. I was actually saying that earlier. I love that. Look upward. Look upwards, AJ. Clyde has no reason to lie. Says they're still inside screaming for him. So, he has no reason to lie. Therefore, okay, you know what? Let's start from square one. Because I'm going into this preemptively. Okay, you know what? I'm sitting back down. Even more up? Oh god, okay, wait. Here's what we know. Clyde eats his victims according to Zach. According to Volume 0, he's known to take on different appearances, irregardless of if they've been victimized or not, because of hallucinations. Okay. Because of visual and auditory hallucinations, and possibly just because... I mean, Lyra, if you're not doing anything, you're more than welcome to join us. I wouldn't be against that. I feel like you have just as much room to be a part of this call as Zach does.
Yeah, she absolutely does.
I just don't know if you're busy or not. So, okay, start from square one. Cleaning my room right now, but I'll join when I'm done. All right, sounds good. Okay. So I want to start from square one. Okay. You know what? Google Doc time, okay? Also, let me do this really quick. That y'all don't do goofy things. Okay. So, we have one of two paths we can go with this mindset. They don't exist. They do exist. Okay, so they have to exist because Sam Wilson exists. Because of Volume 0. Therefore, more than likely, Mr. Wilson also exists. Oh my god, okay. And then let me take what Lyra said and put it up here. Let me I don't know why. Don't ask why I'm putting everything into a Google Doc. It'll just help me organize my thoughts a bit better.
Whatever helps, right?
Yeah, it helped me for, as you can see, I don't know if you're still looking at stream or not, but it helped me for my Kenneth Kruger theory.
I am watching the stream.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what we know. Clyde eats his victims according to Zach. According to Volume 0, he's known to take on different appearances, irregardless of if they've been victimized or not. Clyde has no reason to lie. Says they're still inside screaming for him. As do the two other members. His family. Wife has unknown fate. Son was victimized. Okay. Now, if that's the case, let me get a transcript of what's said. That might also help.
Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
Okay. All right. And is the ghost. Clyde takes on the appearance of the ghost that Sam wore Halloween of 1986, which was the year my mom was born.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. AJ, look what I said. Maybe it might help. AJ, he's masking as the wife who might be dead to get Sammy and his father. That's why the body is of a adult and not a child. Also, it's more like the father has been looking constantly, only being on 6. Or hasn't been. AJ's mother in DOAI. Yeah, when is the gaming mom or the momming age cameo? Is that really an adult though? Because I'm pretty sure okay. I don't why would a grown woman be walking around under a sheet being a like why? I that's kind of what I can't wrap my mind around. I do genuinely feel like this is the persona of Sammy, possibly. I don't know. Now y'all are making me doubt my mindset. Yeah, the whispering voice says daddy and Mr. Wilson responds Sammy. So yeah, it's Sam Wilson. That's definitely yeah, that was already my mindset on that one.
Is the pasture under a blanket again? I need to. That is the exact same photo from Volume 0. I did not take a new photo. That is literally the same photo that flashed on screen in Volume 0.
No, it is the whispering child through the window. I'm very confident in that. Okay. You have nothing left, an empty man sitting in an empty home, but you don't have to be. They're still here, inside. They scream your name. They miss you. Come to me, and you will never be alone again. Clyde disguised as Sammy. Yeah, the Veldigan can mimic voices. Yeah, that was kind of yeah.
Yeah, that was a detail brought up in Volume 0 on the police training tape.
Yeah. Why is Clyde pretending to be the kid in the ghost costume and not just the kid? That is a good question. No, I'm the one saying that's a good. Zach, I blame you.
You absolutely should. That's fair.
Also, Zach, can I just say the consistency between the first and second image, like the family photo and the first night out photo with the kid having the black eyes? I love that.
I actively because I think I told you before. I don't know if I've ever said it publicly. But what I did to create these photos was I AI generated them.
Yeah.
And then I went to my art program and I meddled with them and actually like added my own like touches to them to add specific details.
Yeah.
And with every single photo with the kid, I added that where like he just has like no facial features except for big black eyes. The only photo in this entire video that wasn't created through that manner was the photo at the end, which may or may not be an important detail.
See, AJ, when did Sammy go missing? Halloween of 1986. Between the hours of 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. So October 31st, 1986, between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to answer a question. The reason why he takes on the form of Sammy in the ghost costume is because he never saw Sammy without the ghost costume. Therefore, wow. So in the middle, So, yeah, who took the last photo?
That is the question. And then there's the title of the last photo too.
I love you. Ugh. So wait a second. Okay. Hypothetically, the camcorder. Oh my! Wait! Whoa! Wait! AJ, slow down. How were these? Okay. How were the photos from the beginning taken? Can we assume it was with a regular camera?
Yes, it was with a regular photography camera.
Then these pictures are taken from the perspective of Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson had a photography camera, took a picture of this. This is what he was seeing before he died.
It would have had to have been, assuming that the photos were being taken by him.
Assuming that he took this image, he took this picture, accepted his fate, and went out there and probably got absolutely obliterated by Clyde. Because that would explain why it says I love you. Because as a father, you love your child.
Right.
So I feel the need to also bring up another small detail that's not normally apparent. The track that plays during the credits of the episode is canonically titled He's Still Inside. So if all these images were taken by Mr. Wilson, or except for this one, the family photo, not necessarily taken by him, but first night out, goodbye, and I love you. Wait a second. Goodbye? Was this his last sighting of his son?
Perhaps.
What? You want to say that a little louder?
I said perhaps. Maybe.
Because if we're going with the mindset that the yellow text is basically how these photos were titled by Mr. Wilson, then goodbye would probably be something titled by the father from the last time he saw him. I need to see something, actually. His name is Mr. Wilson. Is he here to say you are super gay?
There's also something about this photo that I'd like to bring up. Because I feel like it would help, and I also feel like it would pique your intrigue a little bit. It's the only photo in the entire video that isn't distorted.
Huh.
It is the only one. Every single other photo has some level of distortion.
The last photo is too clear to be taken by Mr. Wilson, so it had to be someone else who took it? No, I'm very confident that this was taken by Mr. Wilson. I'm very as much as I'd like to take it into consideration that it might be someone else, who else would say I love you to an image of a little ghost boy that is perhaps Sam Wilson? No one else would title it I love you unless it was taken by... Is the last one of the before image Sam's mom? I don't... but... The mom's a mystery. I don't feel confident in saying anything about the mom either being in the position of anything or not. Because I feel like, I don't know, maybe this video does give enough information about her, but I'm just not catching it. It's one of those situations.
Mm-hmm.
Was the mom the one taking Sam out on Halloween? Hold up a second. Hey, Zach.
Yeah,
Can I ask you a question about the first night out image?
go for it.
Is that a set of legs to the right of Sammy?
It is a set of legs to the right of Sammy. Do you really think a parent would be irresponsible to the point that they wouldn't take their kid trick-or-treating and they just leave them alone?
So that means that on Halloween night, all three of them were there. The mother, the father, and the kid.
I'd like you to go back and listen in volume 0 to what Alex Williams says, if you don't mind.
Okay. That was Halloween of 86.
Halloween of 86. Go to when Alex Williams starts talking.
It all just happened so
God, Alex
fast,
Williams
you know?
is so gender.
1 minute we're having
Yeah,
a
right?
regular Halloween night, everyone's trick-or-treating like normal, and next thing you know, here comes a mother around the corner who's looking for her kid. So we're all trying to help her out, you know, we're looking up and down the streets for where this kid went, we don't think anything of it. And then another mother comes over and she has the same problem, and then another, and next thing you know, everyone starts to panic, the police are getting involved, nobody knows what's going on, nobody knows where these kids went, and nobody knows who did it.
The names of the missing children are
It all just happened so fast, you know? 1 minute we're having a regular Halloween night, everyone's trick-or-treating like normal, and next thing you know, here comes a mother around the corner who's looking for her kid.
And the next thing you know, there's a mother coming around the corner looking for her kid. Huh. The
Next
mother
thing you
escaped. The
know-
mother was completely unscathed. Is that what that is? Is that it? Is that what it is? I don't think the mother escaped unscathed. What were you saying though?
I was just saying that we know for a fact from the photo that, you know, no like, you know, self-respecting parent, no self-respecting parent would, you know, not take their kid out trick-or-treating, especially if they were a young child like Sam Wilson. And we hear from Alex Williams' dialogue that there were mothers running up and down the street, several of them trying to find where their kids went.
Wait, hold up. Singing Abomination, if that was true, what does that imply within the context of the video? If the mother escaped unscathed, hold up. Where's the image? If the mother was escaped unscathed, then anyone who's distorted in photos has fallen victim.
That would be true, wouldn't it?
Wait a second. So, wait, hold up.
With that in mind, I'd like you to go back to volume 0,
Oh,
and I'd
God.
like you to look at characters like Sean Grimm, Alex Williams, Rick Graham, and then look at the photos of the missing children.
Okay, normal. Normal.
Ash Hollows, Jason McDonald,
Normal.
John
So all of them are normal, but the
Ashley
children.
Wright,
Well,
William
that's not
Lewis,
right. Why do the
Norman
children look
Harris,
like that?
and Sam Wilson.
Singing Abomination. Oh my God.
Remember when I said, AJ, that there was a revelation in this video that necessitated a visual medium?
Singing Abomination figured it out.
It all had to do with images.
Oh my god! So the mother, so any victim of, so wait, I need to see the consistency really, really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
We go over to Officer Kruger.
Wait,
Officer
like,
Kruger's got a pretty distorted photo.
you fucking genius, I love you.
Remember how I said there was a detail in Volume 0 that people criticized me for, and I had to sit there and tell them it was intentional, but I couldn't tell them why?
It was the fact that the images, while AI generated, there was a reason why.
People always ask me, Pastor, why would you AI generate the photos of children? And if you would, why would you use such like a shitty program that makes them look so distorted? And I always had to tell them there was a reason for that, but I couldn't say what it was.
It's because when the images are distorted, that's that's basically what solicits who has and hasn't become victim to the Veldigan.
Yeah, as the theory suggests, yeah.
Don't say as the theory suggests, I will strangle your neck.
I can never say yes or no, but I've been waiting for you to come to this revelation.
It was as if they never exist. Oh. Anyone who becomes victim, not only are they okay, that actually also look, it's me on Scream. That is you. Was it the mom who took the pictures? That's a good question. So
here's another question for you now that you've kind of like thought about this, right?
yeah.
If the distortion in every single photo is meant to show you who is a Veldigan victim and who isn't, why would the photo of the ghost kid at the end be the only picture that has no distortion in the new video?
So someone said it, but I wasn't willing to admit it because I was so caught up on it's the mom.
It's somebody who wasn't killed by a Veldigan.
But
If
was
we're going
aware
by
of
this
the,
logic.
but it was also someone who knew what Sam Wilson was wearing that night. Okay, wait, but if the wait, okay, there's a few reasons why I refuse to believe it was the mother though. And I'll
Right,
at least
right.
I'll at least like draw it out for you, right?
Okay.
This where was it? No, maybe I don't think it was this. Maybe wait, was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. It was it this one? Yeah, one resident went as far as to say no family has ever lived in that house. It was like they never existed, right? The reason why I can't I can't physically I can't mentally think it's the mother in the ghost costume is because if the Veldian, when they attack someone, it causes memories of those people to just not exist and go as if they never existed. then that would imply that if that ghost in the final image is of the mom because she's a surviving victim of the Veldigan, how did she know to go to that house in that like outfit? To like how would she know to do that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because if there's no trace of them existing, then that would also mean that she wouldn't remember them.
Exactly right. If by the logic here, if by the logic of like what you're saying, if a Veldigan like devours somebody and that person is completely forgotten as a result, there'd be no way that the mother would be able to remember that and go there.
Yeah.
But that does beg the question then, if it's not the mother and it's not a distorted photo, then it has to be somebody who we know wouldn't distort the photo. It can't be a Veldigan victim, right?
Yeah.
And if we go back to volume 0, to the part where we see photos from inside the Grimzo's retail store, you'll notice something about a certain photo in there.
Retail store, Grimzo's.
It's at the beginning of Police Training Tape
One
1989.
thing,
Oh,
and
okay.
one thing only.
Thank you for the guidance.
No problem.
I hate the fact that y'all have had to like spell this out for me. It makes me feel so bad.
Nah. We haven't really been doing that. It's kind of just been like I've kind of just been
following the breadcrumb trails.
It's been everyone in the chat's been like theorizing, and I've just kind of been like either nodding my head or shaking it in response. Yeah, I wouldn't call me holding your hand through it, but yeah.
First contact.
Yeah, what do you notice about the first contact photo?
It's distorted.
It isn't distorted.
Wait, it isn't? What?
There's no distortion on that picture. Not a single bit. The only distortion that there is the VHS distortion.
Oh. I've been thinking about this wrong the whole time then. So
When Clyde has
while victims, because this is one of the only times we see Clyde.
This and the scene in Family Photo Album when Clyde's face burns onto the screen are the only times you have seen photos
when
of
he's
Clyde.
in there.
No, if you look, he's pretty clear.
He's pretty intact. It's Clyde under the ghost sheet then. Which means that he has the memories of what happened. Or at least knows what would be triggering to the father. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm wording it properly.
No, I know what you mean. And to add on to that, if you go back to the end scene, listen to what the father says when Clyde appears at the window.
It's
Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
wait.
Why you keep using his face? Why?
Sorry, I'm trying to make out exactly what's being said.
Yeah, there's a bit of it's a bit hard because the volume's not too high and he's a little bit distorted.
Why are you doing this to me? Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me? Why you keep using his face?
Why do you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me? Is that what's being said? Why you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
That is what the father is saying, yes.
Okay. Also, I can't tell if that first word he's saying is lies, Y, or Clyde.
In this scene,
Yes.
he's saying why.
Okay, so why do you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Okay. Yeah, see, it wasn't just me. Miss Banshee thought he said Clyde. I was like, why would he know his name? Wait a second, that's not right. That's why I asked. I wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case. Okay. So then that doesn't wait. So why do you keep using his face? But this image is what we see. So maybe to lure him over, he's actually using the face of Sam Wilson. However, when we get this image, something's changing between, something seems to be inconsistent between what Mr. Wilson is seeing and what the camera is capturing.
Hmm.
So why does the camera capture the ghost in a sheet, but Mr. Wilson is seeing his son's face, apparently?
Asking all the good questions tonight.
And these questions will be answered in Volume 1. Oh yeah. No, I'm joking. I probably
To be
figure out
continued.
to be continued in the next episode of Dragon Ball Insomniac.
Dragon Ball Clyde.
Dragon Ball Clyde! Oh god.
To be continued in Dragon Ball Z Clyde.
And these questions will be answered next time on Game Grumps. Aaron calls Clyde a freak. No. Oh,
Clyde is a
God.
freak.
Wow. There is different ways the word face can be used, to be fair. Who knows, Lamau? Oh, thanks, Lyra. Thank you for the who knows, Lamau. It's wonderful. Oh, God.
Why do you keep snatching all the time?
You fucking freak. You're a freak. Jeez. Wow. I'm baffled. Oh, my mom's calling. Zach, keep my stream entertained.
Okay. How you guys doing? You getting dreamed of an insomniac? I will not dance for you. I am not your zany creature. Okay, so basically, chat, I'm not doing a little lore secret that I'm hiding from AJ. Clyde did the bite of 87. So you got to keep that one a secret, okay? If AJ finds out, it'll be ruined for him. Yeah, okay, look, guys, try not to freak out too much. I know it's a big revelation. I know it's massive spoilers. But y'all need to promise me you'll keep that a secret, okay? And y'all need to, I need y'all to be like freaking out in chat as if I just revealed something massive, but don't tell AJ what it is, okay?
What did you just say?
What?
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything. Look, but your chat's really excited about it.
Hey, Zach,
Yeah?
look in VC chat.
Okay.
What the fuck did you say?
Okay, whoa, buddy, let's calm down.
No, we will not be calming down today. We will not
AJ,
be
let's
calming
not-
down today.
AJ, buddy, let's not do anything
We
we're
will
gonna
not be
regret.
calming down today.
Okay, whoa.
We will not be
Chatty's,
calming down today.
Chatty's pointing a gun at me, please help.
We will not be calming down today, Zach.
Chad, please help me. I didn't mean for this. I didn't mean for this.
We will not be calming down today.
Okay. Please, just put the gun away. I'll tell you what I said. Just promise me you'll put the gun away, okay?
Average, you're a fucking monster.
What did Average send you?
Average said, "Here, I'll tell you in DMs," and then sent me "get fucked, loser," and then a picture of 2 seals.
Average, we are in a hostage situation right now, dude.
I will now hold Average at gunpoint too. I will put the gun down if you tell me what you said.
I told him that Clyde did the bite of 87.
No!
My God, you went to the Matrix with that.
Gaming Gauge, you can't have more DOAI if you shoot him. Well, it's too late. I put the gun down so I could know what the spoiler was. Mwahahaha.
And now you know that the reason it takes place in 1987 is because it had to take place during the bite.
The dates do match up. That is true. Also, how loud was that scream? I'm so sorry if it was really loud.
It was loud, but like
It didn't
straight up
peak.
like it didn't peak, and your mic cut out a couple times in the middle of it.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Wow. Wait, so let me ask you something.
Right. Okay.
Have I paid attention and figured out any of the 2 things that didn't have attention pointed towards them?
Yes. You found them both.
Yay!
You found them both.
Woohoo!
And I will say, the most I did, if if you're worried about me hand holding you through it, literally the most I did was wait for you to come to a conclusion, and I just kind of slowly nodded.
Like that image of Tom that you sent.
Yeah, like, these are conclusions that I can confirm you came to on your own. It's not like I guided you to find them. All I basically did was slowly nod. But yeah, you during this stream have at least noticed the 2 really important details that came from this video. And yeah. Lyra's right. You found them both, but there's still parts that have yet to be revealed.
Okay. Like yet to be revealed as in like later in the series, or yet to be revealed as in like they're in this video just yet to be found?
Both.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh my Zach, Lyra, Dalton even. Y'all are fucking geniuses and awesome. Wait, what?
Isn't available or can't be played right now.
Whoa, what's that?
Well, my she who shall not be named knows about Dalton. I'm sorry, Dalton.
Uh-oh.
Also, that wasn't Siri. That was Google. Okay, it didn't catch me saying that. Good.
Uh-oh.
Good. So Zach, how I want to know, right? You've been here for about an hour and a half, maybe 2. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Your reaction to the video was all I needed. Straight up. If this new video had 1 view and that 1 view was you and you had that reaction, I'd still be content.
that makes me really happy. I'm not gonna lie. That's
literally like whenever I'm like making like a freaking DOAI video, like one of my immediate things I'm thinking about is, God, I can't wait to see AJ's stream reaction to it.
AJ, you missed this, but I said if you keep the stream running long enough, I'll hop in, call, and show off the high quality audio for the soundtrack before release. Oh my God, I gasped so hard it hurt me. Okay, well now I have to find a way to keep this stream going. We will watch. You know what? I know how to keep this going. Zach, you gonna be here for a while?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch a family photo album at 0.25% speed.
Oh, you're not gonna be able to check in the details then.
Maybe. It's Lankman!
It is Lankman.
It's the goofy fellow, but not the goofy fellow from the ARG, but the goofy fellow in this series that is not goofy, but the sadistic sick son of a bitch.
You don't know that yet. You haven't seen him.
But what about Anemiapolis? I'm still down for that.
Did I want in on that? Oh, do you mean Anemiaopolis? Is that what you mean?
Anemiapolis. Yeah.
If that's what you mean, if you're streaming that today and you're asking me like if I wanted to be on it, I probably won't because after this stream I'm gonna be working on some D&D notes,
Woo.
and I'm gonna be working on some other stuff in the background. So I'll probably
Unsolicited
just chill in the
views
chat.
may lead to termination. Who are we terminating? We're terminating Alex Williams.
I mean, you just watched it. So, sorry, Gaming Age.
No, 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 no!
There he goes. So, chat, just letting you guys know that you've also all watched this. So, I got some bad news for you. No, I want to terminate Alex. Alex is a chill dude.
I watched my grandpa say penis. I came from the dead just to say those words.
No, while you're watching this at slower speed, let me look at the comments on the video.
Let me see. Oh my god, I love Nightmares of a Sleepy Person. Thank you, Average.
I checked how it's doing in my YouTube studio. Not surprised in the slightest. Currently at 10 of 10 on my videos, but you know what? It's competing with Garden of Ban, so I'm not surprised.
God, imagine playing Garden of Ban when Family Photo Album Dreams of an Insomniac came out. Honestly,
Yeah, today was a bit of an unfortunate release date because it's competing with Garden of Ban 2, and it's also competing with the new Poppy Playtime stuff that came out.
Yeah, I honestly should have I should have said Saturday.
No, I prefer this anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's fine.
Well, the one day would not have made much of a difference, and I'm also busy on Saturday, so I wouldn't have been able to watch.
Ah, that's fair.
I feel like... Sorry, I'm swallowing something. I feel like numbers-wise, this video would not have done any better the next day, so I'm just happy I was able to choose this day for it.
Just so you could, give some insider tips and all that fun jazz.
And get to watch your reaction live.
God, can I tell you how surreal the feeling of having you watching my reactions to your stuff is?
You know how surreal it is having someone friggin' pop off when I upload a video is?
You know what? I'm glad that it's surreal on both ends, because it's kind of goofy, that's for sure.
It's a friggin' ride for both of us.
Also, how long is this gonna take? I didn't think about that.
Really long.
Wouldn't it just be whatever 6 minutes and 46 seconds in seconds overall divided by 4 would be?
I think I'm not no math guy.
I am. Let me do the math. Let me see. Where's my calculator? I'm a math guy, but also where's my calculator? So 6 times 60, that's 360 plus 46, that'd be 406 times 4. This is gonna take 1624 seconds, so divided by 6, this is gonna take 27 minutes.
Dude, I just checked the Discord server.
Uh-huh.
Somebody posted the picture of Clyde's face from that jump scare scene in the middle of the video. You know the one. And somebody replied with a biting lip emoji.
Can I kill them?
The pastor community at its finest.
Alright, time to die. Who was it? I will find you.
I'm not gonna say any names because it's kind of funny and I don't want to actually shame them for it.
Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna be angry. Honestly, fair. The posture community is down bad, horrendous. Okay, but have you seen me play Resident Evil 8 VR?
I just feel like I and the people I surround myself with really encourage that behavior, and that's why it's so bad.
Speaking of which, did I send you my reaction to seeing Lady Dimitrescu?
You did.
How'd you feel about it? Was I really wrong?
Me too.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. One day I'll send
Look,
you
like-
my PS5 and my PSVR 2, and you'll get to experience Lady Dimitrescu standing over
Look,
you
dude, after-
menacingly.
After my Bendy in the Dark revival streams and just my Bendy streams in general, I do not have any place to talk whenever my community does this. I am just as bad.
Oh god. No, but I do appreciate you hopping on stream for this. I know you're a busy man with a busy schedule.
I appreciate you having me for it.
Of course. And I mean, I feel like it goes without saying. I feel like it goes without saying, but obviously going forward, if you're available for these streams, when I react to stuff for DOAI, you're always welcome. Same with Lyra. Like, y'all are always welcome to jump in and just be like, hey, we're here. Here's behind the scenes information, because honestly, I've realized that the last few streams I've reacted to this on, you've basically given behind the scenes stuff. Like, this is where people will go for behind the scenes information.
Yeah, because I really like talking about the behind the scenes.
And it's fun to hear about, because it's like, this is some of the goofiest things ever. Me when my camera runs at 2 FPS.
Only time I might be a bit more apprehensive to hop on is if I'm doing something like a premiere for Volume 1, because those are obviously going to be channel premieres, and I'm going to have a live chat, and I'm going to want to also watch those. So, like, depends on how I go about it, but...
Oh, yeah, of course. And obviously...
Well, I mean, actually, never mind, I would still be able to hop on, because the premiere would have ended by the time you have me on.
Well, yeah. Either way, like I said, you're more than welcome to join whenever. I genuinely don't mind. But
a series full of secrets of the chatty creator, great combo, if you ask me. True. I am ideal. I am the ideal guy for this.
If you ever wanted to know how my Dead Space runs on my little dinky computer, that camera footage was basically how it runs, but it's still a phenomenal game.
Oh my god.
That game is so demanding, but it's beautiful. It looks so good. I can't even be mad that it won't run well.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
I've gotten to the point where like I can't get it to run at full 60 FPS no matter how low I set the settings. So I'm just like, you know what? This is probably going to be one of 2 games I play at 30 FPS and I'll be content with it. Like, that's how good I see that game as.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I just got a comment on the new video.
Oh god.
Somebody wrote that right as the text box reporting that something was trying to break into his home, right as that popped up on their screen, somebody was knocking on their door because they got an Amazon delivery.
Oh no.
That would be horrible.
That's... Oh god. You do not hear the knocking at your doors or windows. I could never be interviewed about anything if I make an ARG. I'm a huge blabbermouth and I love talking about my creations. See, my thing is when it comes to stuff like that, I just keep my mouth shut. I just don't talk about anything ever.
See, the thing is, right? Sometimes I worry that I'm saying too much, but my thing is that I sort of operate under the philosophy of if there's a detail I want you to know, if you bring that detail up to me in conversation, like you found it yourself, I'm not just gonna downright say no. Like, that's sort of my thought process is like, you know, I'm not trying to make a friggin' Five Nights at Freddy's where I want an unsolvable lore. I'm trying to create a story that like, people can decipher.
Just kind of hint towards, hey, you're kind of on the right track there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if somebody were to watch this video and say, oh my god, Lankman's harassing a father, then I'm not just gonna sit there and go, maybe. I'm probably gonna say, no, how did you think that? What's wrong with you?
God, even like, I'm still baffled by the fact that that was you speaking.
That was my voice.
Yeah.
I got a lot of comments actually reading the comments on this video. I got a lot of comments that were like, Pashra has range.
Yeah.
For higher pitched voices, absolutely, I do have a lot of range. For lower pitched voices, no.
Well, now, did you ever get Grillion set up?
I did get that set up actually.
Literally, all you have to do is add it like everything else. And then there's a knob on the bottom right that lets you pitch your voice up or down, depending on however you feel fit.
Let's check this out. Add effect. What you? Y'all are about to hear my my scary voice for New Dreams of Insomniac.
It should be under Auburn Sounds.
Alright, let's see. Auburn Sounds.
And if it's not,
there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Found it. Okay, let's see here. What do I do with this?
And then bottom left should say pitch shift or something along those lines.
Alright, I found it.
Yep.
So the lower I make it, the deeper I get?
Yeah.
What's this?
Whoa, wait, say something?
No, what's up? It's me, Pastor Spencer.
Oh my god.
Do I sound like a boring man?
No, you sound like oh, you sound like Corpse.
I sound like Corpse?
Yeah, you sound like Corpse husband.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, now
Possibly
let
if
me
you got hit in the throat.
Alright, let me try this now. Let me try this.
Oh god.
How's this?
Oh my god, you sound like Rad!
I sound like Rad?
You sound like Rad!
Let's go, Rad Cameo!
Rad cameo! Woo!
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go back to normal. Okay,
And then
there
you
we go.
can just you can do the chipmunk thing now too. Yeah, that's so true. Zach, one of these days, me, you, and Rad need to do the Alvin and the Chipmunks bit. Where we just say the most horrendous things using the high pitched thing.
You little piece of shit.
Oh my god, Alvin! Pasha and the Chipmunks, quite literally. Also, if you want to
I know where
just...
you are.
Oh my god. And if you just want to deactivate it, you can hit the little speaker button in the little green pop-up thingy.
Okay.
It just completely deactivates it.
Awesome.
Also, we have made it to goodbye at 0.25% speed.
Oh my god, we're like halfway there. Oh, did you get to see the slow motion friggin' jump scare scene then?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. I
God.
might go back and listen to the stream and see how I sounded actually.
Oh my god. Oh, goodness gracious. We're honestly just... honestly, I'm just killing time to wait for Lyra.
Yeah, now we're just buying time.
We're buying time to get Lyra in here so we can hear the song. He's running.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no, I didn't get to see the jump scare.
Oh.
It's coming up here. I lied to you, I'm sorry. I'm a filthy liar. Also, was there like a brightness thing on that light, or were you just so far away that it's just barely visible?
I was just that far away and I sprinted at him with it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did not adjust the brightness. It was just me.
That is... Oh my jeez. Run, Forrest, run! I'm back. Hi, back. I'm gaming. I'm sorry. We're currently watching family photo album at 0.25% speed, waiting for Lyra. Also, should we like make a group chat or something so I can call both you and Lyra?
Smart, yeah.
I didn't think about that. I'm gonna do that really quickly. Unless you can
Hello,
do
Dalton,
it
welcome
before
back.
me.
Nah, you can do it.
Okay. I got this.
Dude,
Oh.
Whoops.
Dude,
Way to cut me off!
You're welcome.
I was just gonna say, I remember whenever I was making that scene with Dalton had to purposely run slower because Dalton is naturally faster than me. So he had to slow down so I could catch up with him.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Also, did you see the did you by chance see the placeholder thumbnail before I put the official thumbnail up for this?
I did see the placeholder thumbnail.
Did it work for a placeholder? Cuz you said sure, and I literally just threw together a thumbnail in like 2 seconds using the same template for the original one.
Yeah, no, I think the thumbnail worked perfectly.
I literally just put your two thumbnails together, put some text at the top, and then my character. Simple, but effective. That reminds me of that time when where Zach was like, "I'm gonna kill," and then he cuts out. That was so funny. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about that issue ever again because he got a good mic.
Yo, I just checked Twitter. We're getting some really cool fan art of this new entry. That's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Mr. Inker made some fantastic artwork of friggin' Clyde and the Ghost Kid. We got some cool interpretations of like how the Ghost Kid looks. We got one recreation of the family photo.
Oh, did you
dude,
have you retweeted any of them?
I retweeted all of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Dude, check out this.
Yeah, I saw that pop up in my feed cuz I was tagged in it. That's so cool.
It's so good. My freaking community is so talented. They just hop on this shit immediately and I love them for it.
They are absolutely insane. Like they go so hard with this. Also, I just realized I was looking at it all on Twitter and it's visible.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, people can see your stream.
Twitter. I don't have anything bad on Twitter. I'm not too worried about it.
I just saw somebody in the Pastor Discord server suggest divorce theory. Lankman's theoretical wife took their kid and dipped. That kid is Tommy Merrick.
Oh my god. No, but I'm a really big fan of the fact that you've said that everything will like at some point come together and it'll,
The reason this started later than sooner as a series is because I refused to start it until I had an idea for every single entry.
Yeah.
I know there was a point where you accidentally saw a little document I had with some names for future volumes.
Which obviously I've been quiet about. I'm not that fucked up of a person. That'd be horrible.
I appreciate you for that. But literally, I have this series planned out to the point where I now have a name for every single video that's coming out. Every single video has a title and a little bit of a plan for it.
Yeah, that's something I have to appreciate because a lot of people, what happens is they put something out and then it's like, oh, well, I want to keep it going because, the interest is starting to explode. And then it's like, okay, well, what do we do from here? And it's just a random information being thrown. FNAF.
I find that for horror creators and just storytellers in general, it is very, very easy to fall down into a rabbit hole whenever you get attention for your project, where you think, okay, now it's gaining popularity, now people are theorizing, now I have to build the story around what people either expect or don't expect, And if I don't do that, then people are going to be dissatisfied. So instead of following like a vision you have for what the story was originally going to be, you try molding it into what the fans want. And I'm telling you for a fact, if you try to please everyone, you're going to please no one.
Exactly.
So like with my series, I made sure to set out to, tell my vision. And if it ends up being that my vision is something that people despise, then I'd prefer that than completely changing the story to make people happy.
That's honestly very commendable, because that's probably the best way you could go about something. If you already have an idea in mind, you don't go with what the general audience wants. You go with what you want, because at the end of the day, this is your project, your dream series, your vision.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, that's the thing. This series is my passion project. It's something I'm making pretty much completely for myself. Because, being realistic, if we look at how DOAI does on my channel compared to regular content, views-wise, it's abysmal by comparison. But I still keep making these videos because I'm not making them for, views or attention. I'm not making them because I think they're going to perform well. I'm purely making them for the fact that they feel like the payoff I have for making regular content, which I still enjoy, but I view regular content as being the job aspect of YouTube, and I view this as being me just making something because I have money to invest in it, basically.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, I'm sure, knowing you and how humble of a person you are, I'm sure it's very, very nice to see that, the interest is there. The interest was there with the Lankman ARG. And, having that to kind of gauge the interest of this has hopefully, in your eyes, worked out very well.
I think it did. I've kind of I think whenever Volume 0 originally came out, for a bit I was upset with the numbers, but that was because when I released Volume 0, I literally told myself this is going to be my biggest video yet, so I set myself up to have the expectation that this is going to be my biggest, videos number-wise, which is just a bad mentality. Never go into something with that mentality, because if it doesn't do that, you'll feel like shit.
Yeah, and it'll be the worst thing for your mental health if you're not careful.
Exactly, right? So now when I upload these, I almost just see them as the little takeover events we do on the server, where I basically just upload a video and then I get to watch the Pastra server just have fun for a bit before I make the next one.
Yeah, that's 100% fair.
That's where the fun is.
I've said it multiple times. I'm very proud of you and Lyra and everyone involved with this project. It's great to see. It makes me very happy to see it, just in general.
I'm just happy to be able to make it. Especially with Volume 1. The thing is, right, I was so excited for this video's release, obviously because I really like this video and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, the thing is that gets me even more, excited about this video releasing isn't the video itself, but rather the fact that knowing that now that this video exists, my attention can go to Volume 1.
Yeah.
Now that I know this video exists, there's nothing holding me back other than, the fact that I need to make some content beforehand, which what I'm probably going to do, thinking realistically, I'm going to make a new video that I'm going to release, maybe in 2 weeks' time from this one. And after that video drops, I'm going to make a whole thread basically telling people I'm making a stockpile of content.
Yeah.
Right now. So if I go radio silent for a bit, it's because there's a lot of videos in the works. And then once all those videos are done, I'm going to start releasing them slowly. I'm probably going to make a bunch of small videos, like videos below 10 minutes, and I'm going to staggeringly release them, and then Volume 1, I'm going to be freaking hunched over, working my ass off.
Like that scene in FNAF World with the guy at his desk.
Yeah, like that.
But except you're not going to die, hopefully. If you die, we're going to have issues.
I've already started investing in some of the things for it. I have a blue screen for Volume 1.
Ooh.
I think I told you that before, but I've got a blue screen.
I don't remember you telling me about that.
Oh, well, yeah, I've got a blue screen for Volume 1. Lyra has already made a track for it.
Oh my god.
It was so funny. Lyra and I were up one night in VC, and this was after she got her new synthesizer. And literally, she just made a track for Volume 1 just to, like, mess around with the thing. And it's one of my favorite tracks she's ever made.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to hear that.
And once I'm done, like, storyboarding and everything, there's gonna be... There's a lot going into it. I've also... I believe you were in... I told this to you guys in, like, our mod chat, but, I've got some interesting cameos for Volume 1 as well.
Oh yeah.
Some I'm very excited about.
I'm so excited. And Lyra's just so good with music. Like,
Lyra perfectly encapsulates the vibe I want to go for with the series. Because the vibe I always wanted to go for, like, music-wise, was something very, like, surreal and digital sounding. Especially with Volume 1.
I'm excited. I'm very ecstatic. But I'm very happy that things have been going. Just going, honestly. I'm glad they're all been going. Also, the hype I felt when I saw this to be continued in Volume 1. Oh god. I can't believe I broke my fucking chair. Because of this video. I blame you, Zach, for my broken chair.
You have no idea how good it felt to write the to be continued and then add in Volume 1 at the end there. Because every single time I reveal something for DOAI, somebody always goes, "Is this Volume 1?" And I'm like, no. You will know when it's Volume 1.
Yeah. Also, I broke the arm of my chair.
Oh no.
So it's just kind of chilling there. All right, we finished Dreams of Insomniac or we finished Family Photo Album at 0.25% speed.
Lyra, get in here.
I don't know what else I should do to wait for Lyra.
Do I have any fun things I can show you from behind the scenes while I wait?
Dalton is even like,
Oh, you know what you could do?
What?
You could, are you able to pull up videos on your stream?
Yeah, I can.
You could pull up my version of it that has my VHS effects.
Oh, you're right. Are you okay with me showing that on stream?
Absolutely.
Oh,
it's the same video, but the VHS effects are worse.
All right, let me get that up.
Not to sell myself too short, but the differences between Lyra's visual editing and my editing is night and day.
Yeah, let me get this up really quick. Window capture, I'm just going to change that to VLC. VLC is not showing up as an option. That's wonderful. Let's okay. Window capture. And then where's VLC? Why is VLC not popping up as a source? That's a little goofy. Average suggested we should watch all of the Ordinarily Average animations from start to finish.
Every single one. Nothing scarier than that.
That sounds really, really fun. Where VLC source? Is that something I can do? I don't think that's gonna work. Can I pretend it's a game and do game capture? Is this a thing I can do? No, not auto. Capture any full screen application. Or no, capture specific window. No, not me. This. There we go. All right. Oh, and then we'll adjust this, and then we'll make it a little bit smaller.
Are you also able to screen share to me, or is that a no?
Yes, I can give it a shot.
Sure, okay.
Let me. Why'd you say it like that? Sure, okay.
I didn't mean it like that.
I'm joking. All right.
So yeah, this is the exact same video, chat. There is nothing different about this. The only thing that's different is that rather than having Lyra's VHS effects and compression, this is what it would have looked like if I was the one who did all the VHS stuff.
All right, we will start it. Oh, and I'll be able to turn the volume up a little bit so that it's more audible. All right.
Yeah, the differences are going to be night and day with this.
And we will start in 3, 2, 1. Okay, just kidding. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like how the kill time we're just watching it over and over again in different ways. It's great.
Yeah, now we're just watching with a different VHS filter.
The text is definitely a lot easier to read with this film.
Yeah, there's a lot less of like a drop shadow that sort of like stretches it across the screen.
Also, I felt so bad when I was watching it that I had to pause it every time that red text came up because I was like, no, I don't want to pause it because people are actually like using this to watch it for their first time. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want to read everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta be able to take it all in, right?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the difference, you're right. This is night and day.
It's completely different.
Did we ever find out what happened to the mom? Yeah, she survived because she's not distorted in the image at the beginning. Oh god. This image is more clear and it's like, oh god.
That image came out so creepy.
That a lot of the images in this series are like unsettling to say the least. Might have to do what Rad did and just take some of these images, make them my profile picture on Discord to get over it. But where's she at now though? No clue. Oh,
Sammy,
that sends chills down my spine.
I'm right here, Sammy.
I don't hear Lyra's voice
Find you.
in Mr. Wilson.
It's crazy.
Ooh. Oh, I can actually hear the four like Clyde chasing on all fours there.
Yeah.
There's someone or something trying to get in my house. I don't know what it wants.
Shout out to VLC actually letting me turn it up a bit louder
No.
Yeah, that's
than
nice.
normal. I will say that is 100% just a perk
And now it's going to take me.
for this.
Why? Why do you keep using his face? Why are you doing this to me?
How many times have y'all watched this? I think this will be like the third time in full. This scene itself would be like 1 million. It's just that good. What can I say? God. So who plays the police officer here?
That's Dalton.
Who plays Mr. Wilson?
Also Dalton.
Oh, so Dalton just plays everyone. That's awesome. Shout out.
Basically, the kind of like hidden rule of Dreams of an Insomniac if there's a person on screen and their face is invisible, it's probably Dalton.
Oh. The only clear photo of the perpetrator. I love you.
And then there's no cool end credits music, but
Aw. See, I was about to say, wait, now that I have this, I could turn it up and listen to the end credits music. No.
my version didn't have it. But that's how the video would have been if Lyra didn't do that in After
absolutely
Effects for
amazing.
me. I feel like Lyra's version is just so much better because not only does it make it look more authentic, but I find like she just added a whole other layer of like horror to some of the scenes, like the scene when Clyde appears behind the father and the actual VHS effect itself starts tearing.
Yeah. Wow. That's oh, it's so good. That's all I can say. It's like I'm a broken record. I can just say it's good. It's good. It's good. It's great. It's awesome. I don't know what else to say. You know?
I understand.
I'm just baffled. Phenomenal.
Lyra, get in here. What now? What do we watch it again?
I don't know. I do
Let me
have to
see.
use the washroom, so I will be right back.
Okay.
Just tell the stream some jokes. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Hey, chat. Let's do a fun thing. Do you guys have any behind the scenes stuff you'd like to know about? Anything I haven't touched on? This could be a fun little thing. How like certain images were made, how certain stuff was done. Make me laugh, clap. No. Why are you guys like this? Anything you can give us? What art program do you both use? For me, it's Paint Tool Sci. I do the art for the series as well as I've edited like all the spooky photos in Paint Tool Sci. How many voice actors were there? There was only 3 voice actors in this video. It was just me, Lyra, and Dalton. Dalton voiced Officer Kruger at the end. He did the one line of "Hey Chief, I think I found something." I voiced the Whispering Child. And Lyra voiced the father. Do you have a specific color palette in mind for all these whatever colors, or do you always have a specific aesthetic? Yes, every single time. For this video and for all the videos that I've made thus far, colors are actually very important to this series. I intend to use color grading to emphasize like a bunch of different stuff in the future. And you've already kind of seen that at play with this. How did you do the glow for Clyde's face? I've been trying to create a similar effect for my character. If you're referring to the like the actual art, like the drawing of Clyde's face, what program does Lyra use to draw? I think I'm not sure. I have to ask her. But to do the glow effect for when I draw Clyde's face, what I do is I create a new layer on top of the line art. That's the same color as Clyde's like eyes and teeth. and I basically just like scribble some just a bit of like I just scribble yellow on top of it using my pencil tool. And then what I do is I have a blur tool I use that has like a grainy paper texture, and I go over it to create that sort of like blurriness. And then I change that layer to be a luminosity layer, and then I lower the opacity until it's faint enough, and there you go. That's how I make Clyde's glowing effect. And yeah, if you listen, Jazzcat, during the chase scene, Clyde is running on all fours. Because it's funny, I was in call when Lyra created that sound effect. I wanted a really like deep, really heavy sounding footstep sound for Clyde. And Lyra had the idea of like, oh, you gotta use some kind of animal running on all fours, and I'm like, that's awesome. And we weren't able to find one, so Lyra actually created that sound effect herself by like basically putting like pillows underneath her fists, putting the microphone on the floor, and punching the ground right next to the microphone to the rhythm of how a horse runs.
Oh, so that's what y'all were talking about in VC that one day.
Yeah, that's the sound effect that I needed.
Wow,
Lyra
that's
literally
actually really cool.
Yeah, Lyra literally took her microphone, went to the floor, put pillows under her fists, and just punched the ground as hard as she could to the rhythm of how a horse runs. And then she put it into like her audio program, and she deepened it. So when in that chase scene, when you're hearing Clyde running, you're not actually hearing running sounds. You're hearing the sound of Lyra punching the ground.
Oh wow,
It's really funny.
that's awesome.
And I was there for when Lyra made all the soundtrack stuff too. Like the chase scene and the jump scare scene are both really cool because although they're completely unique tracks in and of themselves, Lyra went out of her way to include what her and I call the Clyde motif into it. Basically any song, anytime you've watched a DOAI video that has had music related to Clyde in it, you have heard the Clyde motif because it is in every single track that is related to Clyde. The Clyde motif,
wow.
you may recognize it as being like that
Yeah,
that sort of thing. That's the Clyde motif. Anytime you hear a track that has Clyde in it, that sound is playing in it.
oh wow.
So for the jump scare and for the chase scene, Lyra took that motif and then just added a bunch of other stuff on top of it to fit the tone.
God, that's so awesome.
And I got to watch her do it for the entire thing. Watching Lyra work is a spectacle in and of itself. Literally the other night, I was watching her make the music, and she was watching me edit the video, at least the raw footage. And then after all that was like compiled together, I threw her the finished project, and then she threw it into After Effects to make it.
God, that sounds so fun to watch happen.
Literally, Lyra and I had told each other after we made this video together that here on out, whenever I'm in like the process of editing stuff for DOAI, her and I are going to call and like go through the process together to bounce off of each other and give each other ideas for how certain scenes could be presented.
That's awesome. God.
Question, is Clyde walk on all fours and just run like that? That's a good question. I can't say that though. Just know that he
Unfortunate.
runs on all fours. And it's a horrifying thought.
Also, I will say I'm gonna wait till the 4-hour mark, and unfortunately, I do have to. I'm probably gonna have to cut off stream soon because my sisters are having friends over, and I already know they're gonna be super duper loud. So
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. If anything, you'll be able to like. If anything, I'm sure Lyra would be more than happy to like just show the tracks to you in like VC sometime soon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't mind. I would love to sit here and wait, but I also no stream forever. Okay, time to play Kingdom Hearts 2.
Wait, no, it's a me stream. It's about me.
It's about me. By the way,
This
were
stream's
you
about me.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, did you get to check out the Nightmare Before Christmas world when I did it?
I wasn't able to live, but I watched it in the VOD.
Good. What did you think?
I loved it. I loved it so much. That is the
It's-
coolest place in Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, I'm telling you, the charm of that game. God.
It's so good. It's so good.
You ever get the interest to play Kingdom Hearts? Let me know. I say, smiling menacingly.
I absolutely will if I ever take interest in it.
Or if I ever, buy you the games. I mean, what? Huh?
Oh, oh,
Huh?
oh.
Huh?
Also, you know what I just remembered?
What?
I have already finished the script for my next video.
Oh, what? Huh?
Yeah, the script for my next video, all like 6 pages of it's already done. So I could probably just get started writing another script in this coming week, and then have 2 video scripts ready and get started on my stockpile early.
Bro, what is your work? How?
Here's the thing, right? I had a day in between editing this video where I had to wait for Lyra to create. What was I waiting for Lyra to create? The voice lines. The voice lines. That's what I needed. So I had a full day where I was waiting for Lyra to make the voice lines. So couldn't edit the video. So what I did for that one day where I couldn't edit the video was I wrote the entire script for my next video.
Oh. Nice.
And now that I'm ahead on that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play, record, and write the script for another video.
Oh.
So now I'm going to be 2 videos ahead of my regular upload schedule, and I can start my stockpile for Volume 1 early.
Dude, you're insane.
You've got to be a little bit crazy to do this stuff.
That is very true. And I mean, you know me, Zach. You know me. I'm also Cocoa Puffs.
I'm also just within the mindset of, see, the thing is ADHD, strong hyperfixation. I hyperfixate on my own work.
Yeah.
My
so you
own
end up
work
getting
is my
into
own.
that zone where it's like, bam, let's go.
My work is my hyperfixation. So I'm able to sit down and do nothing but it for long periods of time and not feel tired. Yeah, I have a script for my next video done, and you know what my next video is.
Do I?
Yeah, you were there when I was. You were there whenever I was playing it in the mod VC.
Oh,
yeah. You know what video? It is. That is my next video, and I have a whole script ready for it.
That is good. Oh. I'm so glad I brought that game up that one time, and we actually both knew exactly what we were talking about.
You literally brought it up as I was in the middle of thinking about if I made a video on it.
God, that's amazing. I absolutely love that. Also, I just... oh. What's up?
Can you get an early... somebody just asked if they can get an early hint, and I'm trying to think of what a good early hint for my next video is going to be.
What game... What year did that game release?
2013.
That game is older than I thought it was.
Yeah, right. What's my next video gonna be? No hints, keep it secret.
Okay.
All you're gonna get is the fact that I just confirmed it came out in 2013. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I have a script on that video already finished. And now that that's done, I'm gonna tell you about this another. I'm gonna tell you about another video that I'm gonna be working on in the background of this.
Oh.
Because this one I'm kind of excited about. Recently, I was sent an email by a solo indie game developer. Okay.
Oh.
I will not give away names. I will not give away titles of anything. But this indie game developer who emailed me had basically given me a couple of Steam keys for some games they've made. And basically in the email, they were like, hey, Pastra, I've been a solo game dev for quite some time now, but nobody's really looked at my games before. Nobody's really played them or even really knows they exist.
Huh.
My recent games have been very horror-focused, and I figured that if you'd be interested in them, you might want to play them and make a video on them to potentially help me out. And here's the thing, right? I've been emailed about this kind of stuff in the past, and not to sound like a dick, but usually when I get those emails, I only really take interest if it's like, something I find fascinating. But AJ, I'm telling you, The art style of these games looks insane, dude.
Wait, okay, can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Are these games that you're not stating for stream, or is this just for in general? Because I am kind of curious.
I'm stating it for stream. I'm willing to
Okay.
tell you. I'm willing to tell you after stream.
Okay, yes, I would love to hear what these games are, because that sounds really
But here-
interesting. Also, Scoffer,
here's the
thank you for the
thing.
$5. Good job to both of you, always cheering you on. Thank you.
Thank you. But here's the thing about this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was sent 2 games by this guy, and I'm telling you, the art style, the visuals of these games look awesome. Like, these look so up my alley. I checked Steam, 10 reviews.
Oh,
No one played these.
I might actually have to, when you send them to me, I might have to buy them, check them out.
I'm going to be trying them out very soon, and I'm going to be playing them. So I'm telling you, they've got 10 reviews on Steam, and you know, like, these are a set of games that like are super, like, I'm super obscure, but like they look like they have a lot of potential, and I really want to play them, and I want to see if you know, like, if there's anything to these that'll actually like really
Good job
catch my
to both of
interest,
you.
because
Always cheering you
I
on.
would love to help this guy out and make a video on it to give him some kind of
Yeah.
coverage. If these live up to the sort of like little bit of an expectation I've given myself. In
Yeah.
fact, I can send you some screenshots that you can't show to chat because I
Oh.
want it to be a secret.
Oh yeah, you got it. You got it. And if you send screenshots, could you send the name of the game so I could at least look them up? The chat can't see what I'm looking at.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they'll just all they'll get is my reaction. They'll get
Here-
my reaction. That's all they'll get.
So here I'm sending you some screenshots of what this game looks like.
Okay.
Let me get some good ones here. Because the screenshots, he provided screenshots in the email, and I like, oh my god, I freaking like pogged at my screen when I saw them.
God, I'm still waiting for Nemoyapolis to come out.
Right, it was supposed to come out today. Average wanted to
Yeah.
stream it.
Yeah, I don't know when. I don't know what time they plan on releasing it. It's on my wish list and everything, and I'm willing to drop money on it if it costs something. And oh,
That's what the game looks like.
oh my god.
That is what the game looks like. And this is the title of the game.
Wait, let me. Ooh, let me.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Wow, it's. Huh.
And it's cheap.
Very much so.
Like dirt cheap.
Huh.
Pastor, please, my heart can't take this. You'll have to wait for my next video, Banana Man.
Ooh.
If you want to find out so badly, you gotta give me that sweet, sweet ad revenue and watch my video when I make it. Sorry,
God.
Banana Man.
Oh, and they've got a new one coming out too.
They do. This is one of 2 games I was sent by them. And I'm really interested.
Was the second one? Is that the one that starts with an S?
I believe it might be. Let me double check.
Okay.
I guess I can just check my recently downloaded, right? Where the hell is it? Can't find it. Oh my god, come on. I know the anticipation's killing you right now.
See, they see. It's funny because they think that with the one letter I just asked you about, that's gonna answer their question.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to be able to find a game based on solely one letter. I guarantee you. Not with how obscure these are. It is the one that starts with an S. You're
Okay.
right.
Okay. Awesome. I'm about to purchase the one that you showed me, and Depending on how interested in it I get, I'll probably
Yeah, dude, like
check out the other one.
This Saturday I'm doing D&D. This Sunday I'm doing Cuphead stream with Lyra. The rest of the week coming up after that, I'm gonna be playing this game, writing a script on it, a short script, presumably.
Hell
Then I'm gonna
yeah.
just be running through and making more scripts, and then I'm just gonna start making a bunch of videos for a stockpile.
That's awesome. I'm very excited. And honestly, I love your content as is. So I'm very excited to see what you've got in store for everyone.
This is gonna be so interesting.
Thank you for your Steam purchase. You are welcome.
I mean, if you guys want to go and like scour the internet to try and find the games, I'm not gonna stop you, but you're gonna ruin the surprise.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin the surprise. It's not gonna be worth it, and you're just gonna be disappointed.
This man has an addiction to making videos. Yeah, I mean, when it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, you're literally, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Like isn't that how the saying goes?
Yeah, that's the saying.
It's something like that.
You also kind of need that mentality in order to keep afloat because you need to really like get on that grind set.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to make a shift to other kind of content because it's like the Let's Play videos don't really do as well as they used to back in the olden days of YouTube, and those are what inspired me. But the more I talk to you, Zach, the more inspired I get to actually like go outside that comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad about that, really.
Which, speaking of which, I have a video chat about The Last of Us and why the game is and why the show is the perfect adaptation. So y'all should check that out. It's a very great, it's a good video. Worked really hard on it. Y'all should check it out. Gotta do a little bit of that,
You gotta do a little bit of that promoting.
Gotta do that promoting. But unfortunately, it looks like we're about to hit the 4-hour mark, which is so sad. It's so sad, Zach. What are we gonna do?
I'll just tell Lyra that you had to end the stream, and then we can
I'm gonna feel
get her
so
to...
bad.
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. She'll understand.
All right. Well, Zach, I appreciate you for joining me and giving us, your little, letting us, scour a little bit in your brain, as small as it may be.
I appreciate you for having me. It's been a great time. I loved watching your reaction. I loved seeing you theorize about this.
And hearing me break my chair.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, I genuinely do appreciate it. And as usual, keep up the good work. You already know if there's, it's like that saying, if you've got 10,000 views, I'm one of them. If you have 1,000 views, I am one of them. If you have 100 or 10, I am one of them. If you have one view, that one view is me.
Hell,
if you have two
yeah.
views, it's me. If you have 2 views, it's me and ordinarily average.
It's me and me watching it a second time.
It's me and me watching it again and again and again. But yeah, I genuinely appreciate you coming on these streams when these come out and, letting us get a look in your brain and how the process goes and all that stuff. Is there anything, I mean, there is obviously something that you'd love to promote to anyone who hasn't gone and watched it themselves.
Go watch Family Photo Album on my channel. Help it. Normally DIY videos don't get many views, please.
Yeah, go watch Family Photo Album on repeat for hours on end. It is a great video, and I 100% recommend it. And hell, while you're at it, go ahead and just rewatch the entirety of Dreams of an Insomniac up to this far. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Every single one. Yeah. Every single one.
1,000,000 times. 1,000,000 views. I think we can do it with my 30 viewers here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But with that being said, thank you all so much for joining us. It has been a pleasure, and I'm glad to have been able to bring Zach on for all of this. So with that being said, have a good day, night, or afternoon, and stay safe. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye for now.
Yeah, I didn't even have to say it. Let's go.